spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before, and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence. And never forget, your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness. They want opportunity. They want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open. My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before, and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, When any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us live here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership nominated at the time to declare their assets. An update provided by the Auditor General to my office indicates that some of you failed to meet that deadline. For all those who were appointed or nominated before 31st March 2025 and failed to meet the deadline, you are to forfeit 3 months of salary to be donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, named after me, Mahama Cares.
1.3 FM.
We're here to serve and will serve with honor. On the 18th February 2025, I set a deadline of 31st March 2025 for all appointees who are taking office or being nominated at the time to declare their assets. An update provided by the Auditor General to my office indicates that some of you failed to meet that deadline. For all those who are appointed or nominated before 31st March 2025 and failed to meet the deadline, you are to forfeit 3 months of salary to be donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, named after me, Mahama Cares.
Last night, 1.3 FM.
We're here to serve and will serve with honor. On the 18th February 2025, I set a deadline of 31st March 2025 for all appointees who are taking office or being nominated at the time to declare their assets. An update provided by the
One, we'll put in place a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials in line with the principles of ethical leadership, modesty, humility, integrity, and accountability. We will nominate all our cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first 14 days in office. We would have named all our cabinet ministers. We will constitute the leanest and most efficient government in the history of the Fourth Republic in the first 90 days in office. We will hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget. Number 5, we'll commence the drafting of needed legal amendments and preparation for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy under the Office of the President. Number 6, we will establish an accelerated Export Development Council, which I will personally chair, to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. Number 7, we'll convene a national consultative conference on education with CHAS, NAGRAT, NAT, CCT, NAPS, CETAG, Vice Chancellors Ghana, PRINCOF, TEWU, UTAG, PTAs, students, think tanks, academia, parents, and other stakeholders to build consensus on the improvement of our education sector, including the free SHS. Number 8, we'll scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business in our first 90 days in office. 1, e-levy. 2, COVID levy. 3, betting tax. 4, emissions levy. and will review taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported into the country for industrial and agricultural purposes. 9, we'll introduce the no academic fees stress policy for all first-year students in public tertiary educational institutions, in universities, in technical universities, in polytechnics, colleges of education, nursing training institutions, under our no fee stress initiative. We will budget for this, and the money will be given to the Student Loan Trust. It will register all the level 100 students, and it will pay the money to their universities on their behalf so that they don't have to go and pay anything. It will be a grant. It's not be a loan. It will be a grant, so they don't have to pay for it. 10, we'll introduce the following social intervention policies. 1, free tertiary education for persons with disability. The Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, which will be a fund that will help the treatment of kidney ailments, hypertension, heart disease, high blood pressure, and all those kinds of things. We'll commence within 120 days the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in basic and secondary schools. 11, we will institute inquiries or forensic audits into the following matters of public interest. 1, MPP's collapse of indigenous Ghanaian banks and financial institutions at a supposed cost of 25 billion Ghana cedis. We will institute an audit into the illegal printing of money by the Bank of Ghana to finance the corrupt Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration. We will investigate the 58 million National Cathedral scandal. We'll investigate the COVID-19 expenditure scandal. We'll investigate corruption scandals including the PDS, Ejapa, SML, ambulance spare parts, 13th All-African Games, SkyTrain, Kwalugu Dam, mass sets, Galamsey fraud, missing excavators, missing tricycles, illegal and inflated single source contracts, bus scandals, and many others. We institute a government policy banning all political appointees and politically exposed persons from buying any state assets. We will allocate seed money within 120 days for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank to support women-owned and women-led businesses. We will launch the following priority job creation programs in the budget. The first is Ejumawura, that is the entrepreneurial project to promote 10,000 young entrepreneurs and mentor them. The 1 million coders program will roll out a Made in Ghana agenda to promote the production and consumption of locally produced goods, particularly through leveraging of government spending power. 15, we review the Customs Amendment Act 2020 to scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles, to rescue the local automotive industry in Swami Magazine, Konkompe, Aboso Okai, and all others. 16, we will lay before Parliament a new bill to usher in a new era of government scholarship administration, which will, among others, prohibit political appointees from accessing government scholarships and eliminate political patronage, cronyism, nepotism, and corruption in the award of government scholarships. We will make the scholarships process transparent, publish the names of everybody who is given a scholarship so that the whole country will know who are getting those scholarships. 17, we will aggressively confront that's number 3. Number 3 is not a small position. We will aggressively confront the illegal mining menace and place a ban on illegal and new mining activities in forest reserve and roll out our Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs. 18, we will launch the Black Star Experience. Unfortunately, the paper on creative industry couldn't be read because we've run out of time. But in there, there's what we call the Black Star Experience. It's our major creative industry and tourism initiative. So the Black Star Experience will be launched. It's an initiative as Ghana's flagship culture, arts, creative industry, and tourism brand to transform Ghana into a preferred hub for creative industry and tourism. 19, we will commence investigative processes to purge state security agencies of all militia and vigilante elements who are causing havoc in our country. 20, we will reopen investigations into major unresolved criminal cases, including the 2020 election killings, Ayawaso West Wagomba election violence, murder of Ahmed Swale and Silas Wulo Chame. 21, we'll initiate a probe into the man-made disaster caused by the VRA spillage from the Akosombo and Kon dams that displaced and destroyed the livelihoods of thousands of citizens in the Volta region. And we will take immediate steps to provide compensation for the victims, including those in the lower Volta, those in Oti, those in Bunu East, those in the Savannah regions, and other areas that were affected by the flooding. Ezu will carry out a shake-up. We'll carry out a shake-up of all loss-making SOEs and realign them to break even and transition into profit-making. This is a social contract with the people. A lot of people ask me, you're going to find an economy in a mess. How are you going to handle all this? We're going to realign our expenditure. We're going to cut out waste. We'll realign the budget so that we can create more fiscal space in order to finance these projects. We're going to use innovative methods to raise the resources so that we can finance these programs. We're going to prioritize, strictly prioritize, and select the most important projects that will create immediate benefits for the people of Ghana. We're going to put our money where our mouths are. That is what a new NDC government is going to do. Ezu, iya maza de mata, dan wayina, na go de kware. Ezu, manya munache, wanda ya gwada maka soyayya, ya kamata ke maka gwada mashi soyayya. Ezu, don shi ne ana faɗi wai so mai sonka. Yanda zongoni suka gwada muna soyayya, insha Allah, ale babu karfi, e bamu iko, mu ma mu gwada musu soyayya haka nan. Ezu, don shi ne Kenny na Sadiq ya faɗi, wai insha Allah, in muka zo, mu duka mun sani kaman zuwa Mecca ya zama one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Amma yau saboda kudin da ya kama da a biya a je Mecca, mutanenmu, iyayenmu, maza da mata da yawansu sun yi niyya su je Mecca amma ba su yi. Idan Allah ya ba mu mulki, muka zo za mu rage kudin Mecca ne, kowa inda ya yi niyyansi ya samu ya je. Eza. Karshen mangana na mun sani what
we are still talking about the dollar and say akosra enka manfo bedi won komo Anthony Pakalote is here. Okay, so Anthony, thank you. So because of the current situation. So then we need to talk about it and understand it's effect by any cost on the market, the impact and all that. And make I will say an area, you know. Penny Richard Amamo, who is the Deputy General Secretary for Guta, will join us in the studio. And apart from Onono Sana a GPRTU for also a PRO, Deputy PRO Samuel Amwa is here in the studio and Komo PRO for Concerned Drivers Association. David Agbado also is here. We'll talk to him. Then we have Techiado, head of communications, Aboso Carries Papers Dealers Association. So we are talking about the fuel prices for almost about 2 months now. It keeps on dropping. It keeps on dropping. It keeps on dropping. It keeps on dropping. Anyway, and the dollar, because you have crisis with a dollar, with fuel, and almost striking more in Ghana. Almost na de more in Ghana. And see, in your situation, say it's just right that we just go back to them. Now, Mama joining on your Facebook page, Benjamin Afaido, Kwame Jemfi, Ansah joining Isaac Aferi, watching us live from Qatar. James Tete watching us live. Thank you. Justice Kwasi Bright Kuda. Ansah joining us. Prempe. I say. Afenyo must be charged and prosecuted. No one is above the law. And now, because we say what they will do is that they will invite Afenyo. Then that's all. No coffee. It ends there. And I think I was right. Dari the Nyagri is here. Ochi Koko si, thank you. Ochi always present. Ben Boafo. Ewa say Nana Kofi Odia Sempa. Dixon Dagadu Rekofai Amanin. Okay, thank you. Ose Prempe. The second is here with us, David Nate Tokoli, always present. Maryland, USA. Fuseni Adams is here with us. Greetings to Akamba and Chairman Joe Delali, Akagbo, Akpleko. Ayikuma for Chiamo, focusing Sawam Ibrahim Sani, and so was a phobia is here with us, and I'm a Kude call. Saudi Arabia, in Musa, Ken Farouk is here, Jesus Josiah. Sawem, all right, Anthony Parker, thank you. Then we have Mark Tony, Mawulebu, John Kweku Sabi. Denmark. Yadamunina say, what take here, Mrekakra, Namode, joining. Okay, so, Obia sending me a message about Afenyo, but I think Afenyo issues we should just allow him to be because Afenyo says Afenyo won't say our power more than MPP time. In this, I mean, everything doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But then go straight to the matter. All right, so still we are waiting a good time for Bell joining here. Studio has it. But my main comment here, Ira Techi Ahin Akwaba, and he is the head of communications Aboso Carries Papers Dealers Association. Onya Akwaba.
But what can Techi Ahin be?
Techi Ado.
Techi
Ado.
Everybody say Asaki. Asaki. Taki. Takamasa.
Was it so can I say? One for I won't go bet now.
Commander, with the Vedas say, Boko, dear. Boko shed it was a mashosa. Kamarov. Oh, ha! Oh, Commander. Come. I'm a wife. Bema. Say, you are in the mood of research. Bema. First, I'm in Saudi. Mr. Chetano, come on.
What ya? I see why you fool.
That's about your nice man.
I make Saudi. You need me, I'm Saudi.
David, oh, you're nice man. Me fan. Matthias, a
friend say, MPP papa, you are very much a beg to be a kind of mommy. I say, Encrantiema or Morimeco, or say Abruntia, Baradomenu.
What's your day?
And Baradomenu. Na your was pano, a pyramid house. Na Baradomenu or no, and Kobe Fiagbe. and I'm say can crunchy. Omna da number show. Ti omo no. Na Rollins apa wa da so. Na Barodo menu say oh. Ono wanyini chain Rollins. Na Rollins so ya no di mpanimfo atem. Ewo kroma. There or say Rollins enyini chain no. Na omu ade efiri ni nkola amuntu odidi obi atem wanyini so still odidi atem to okai nam say ene Rollins ho ofe ene edi si wa na saturday near panel members number na ochi ti the following week no buy ye share show na say na eduru ni so be kasa onzo no obo ne hwene kakra me dance Bobie, na otwesen me ba ha. Na yedi nkoma na ese me sin. Rollins enyini cheme. Na ese wo Bobie. Efiri wa no ayese wo se ene Rollins ho ofe. Me ko ofie na me yere busa be se. Asemu akwadare kai rote. Na Bobie Rollins won for that patches. Yeah. So one kilo one show no me free so me bion. I'm so uncle. So Rollins ye di pakoko me dey me tuntum e tan. Can ye what's the one for again na talk. Hey, I don't know be 1 hour na say ayatwuma mentwe dende ena me ka de cross wo mitirimu a show de yapɔ tie se de wo mitirimu no
wo mani kam
wo mitirimu a tena se customer kro ne von nombam
nkofo betwem ko
ene von bakosta nombam nombe ka bi kire se chale o de ejei de wa kola drone to be gatwe de fache
o timi ga
anyway yaw akwaba boko de
erade na fam de
ye de nyame ase unim ewi ase body nyo unim se me hwe yanka be ka se ya ho efe na me kai se si ada obi di bi ya me
di bo se mo go tru
ka me ka se ya o ho efe papa da se obi mi free back ho anyway twika sa di o anyway
marasuma tv wayiri yo
anyway mama menu agbado akwaba menu akwaba
Captain Mejoso.
Boko there.
Boko.
All right, that's say na men come GPR chief deputy PR akwaba opedi akwaba.
Yeah, and yeah.
Bibia da boko.
Oh nyame adom yeah wa hodin pa.
Ami. All right, so straight yam gon kodin komo and me kai was obet me send your messages through Facebook page and other platforms I set at the amount. So we are talking about the dollar, but for dollar no fuel prices no for two has say mame techi I will start with a year techi ado yeah one year head of communication said ma aboso kind spare parts dealers association techi dollar rate bibia dede na amount for ya na say sana mo figures na mo hunu no sana tie
commander me da sibio na minchia me co-panelist for na minchia otie fo nyina na minchia me papa baako chief of staff honorable Jiro Debra ye mpabo tanechi bibi obe bia tanechi eja ni papa
da bi se mo nyina mo free
if ono or ko na me free kru ntinya free eastern region entino de o ye adwuma pa is on the face of NDC right now currently yeah because we free ministers so mo fa see wo mo fa one na pressure one so bia person ko ho
na say aboso kind for some more problem you communicate na some issue
oh there be say problem your problem so that say me personal problem there na nya association problem so that say me ha we say me say me to be from say commander me problem ni So we comrade into no. Aha, until no necessary harm can. Say ba me so we share near fe. Ni nyina kan obi sanity. Commander, the air question and yes be a bosumuka. The reality. Baby a dollar na ba be do no. Me kwa mbisa say owura John. Okonya botre kakra. Speed na no odin. Because she said dollar. Who say you buy and selling?
And
13 cedis. That's where no. Who say dollar you're buying and selling? What I say, selling no 13 cedis. And I buying no, you see a 15 no, be rough 14. One say no difference in say, $1 na pay cedis. And I selling no. So that say, and I say buying and say $1 on na ready for no. On na area no. You see 16. Aba be do 15 na era 14 mu. E dey say wo ye dwadi ni. Na say wo tu kwan a. Sesi ano wo mo no wo more benefit than say wo dollar egu wo dem a wo kwakọ send to cities.
That's at yesterday. Okay, now Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
So buying here 1364. And I selling here 1365.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. What's the something interbanks no? It should be any rate.
Okay.
And as I forex on so it should be no Saturday me send $200.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Dollar to cities near 13.
Okay.
So that's it. Now
13
cities yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday no.
Saturday.
Yes, 13. And then say me access bank no. And run access bank no more rate no. And then me call no about 13.
I see.
Oh yes, about 13. It will be a dollar ne ba no. Projection is say about baby do between 8 and 10 cedis. Say for the say Bank of Ghana and Mr. To forcing or make carry the arm corner about do 10 and 8 cedis. That's the projection. Because 13 no you careful. Actually this you can have 30 do 14. That's say selling no.
Okay.
I be do 12 cedis that's selling no. Sana projection it here.
Okay, so so be na ewo aboso akan because we know aboso akan is just one big economy.
Yeah.
To and whatever affects aboso akan affect Kukumpi, affect Kumasi magazine and other places.
Yeah.
Any effect?
What we said aboso akan no and the hub West Africa that's spare part aboso akan. And was a company magazine 50 until they be no munya saboso for issue statement up. Now say yeah because of say yeah purely spare parts in your tongue as you are saying no. Aha now nanka because dollar from 16 because this is one my picking from 16 from 17 no one my picking from 16 you see about do 15 14 13 it's in at least no be 3 months no nanka say who price be say say can reduce you oh aboso kan spare parts industry no but can I am say party ni be ho a kwane kosoro it's a Vit engine I could do 22,000 4 procs no and 3 procs no e bi benya be 19 to 20,000 which is a kosoro which is sprinter ni say na we be say agbado be catch e be from e be I could do 35,000 that means no akosoro kaka na ka now mo say ka e de nyama ni reduce you but say e be wosoro why because you see me I believe me say me a lot politics see bibia na me the politics room aboso kan one of the electoral areas we are central 7 electoral areas aboso kan one of the electoral areas and a stronghold man new patriotic party oba aboso kan so ya yidi dwa no me fan say 60% it belongs to new patriotic party it no say bibi sa ba instead of say we need to sit down na niam bia beba form no bo se bo no ye janisa na ekosoro because
but sana free it
no see na me can say free it because of say our situation no the only to bit my catch aboso can for say yes remo don't let reduce it most of them adjust some prices no but you can't force them so because we can't force them because on memory one kasa you need regime price system on memory about put me inside control no come on what I say about when this to me no so be show be say because aban no sa price regime system you need be oh Ghana it is so be kwa me fast me ko loan yen business we have no idea it ultimate investment me near so ba no e kasa kire until on the 15th of this month no ye be general meeting na ya catch me be say omo you see dollar no e ba form no omo so mo hwe prices no na omo so mo yeden because yes say exchange rate ni no sa dollar cedi differential na ye duty ni cost ro I agreed dollar ba form see a couple to ko ni ama ye ko ni amana uhu susuanso bi say wo duty no e say reduce ba form so that say because say aban no etimi stabilize economy na etimi stabilize dollar na technically e say duty e ba form e say wo niam no so no price na den e ba form bisa wo say duty na te saying niam no aba form ana ho na kwa the bone of contention right now ye ni adrawa for ntem sisi ano because as you are speaking today you who the reason here
so which means obviously omo you can't blame them.
You can't blame them. No, you can blame some. They can blame them because
how do you blame them?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. You can't blame them.
We can say now can the pepper mono I say price of spare parts no eba form but yes peppers in anybody.
Okay, hold on. Well, let's concentrate on the anybody. Then no about the anybody. Yeah. Obi akofa ne niema. Okofa niema no, let's say last quarter of last year 2024. And niema no Ansah. Rate ya wade kofa any different. You are telling that person say because of February, March, April, you run memo and the dollar is dropping. So which means say ni pano say or the ebia yemfa say $1 to 16 or 17 cedis and a cofa near manoa or meton 12 cedis.
We also make us say bear a month in 2 weeks ni a week ago dollar need drop.
I agree.
Yeah, yinyama. Into
did the niaman say
what in bamba. It's up say and yatem senior and nebono air cosro.
No, let's deal with your
near can say a bit more price no air stable, maybe jandy jana. Shocks absorber. 40s or more product in say no. Oba cola 09 800 and ko baby jandy jana.
Okay.
And ko baby you.
Okay.
Bear 6 months in ye, maybe a janko baby aye. But because of say some of the items so not to say Vic to say no pressure no demand was so because you uba na okromu na dodo na vet enti vet no so no you see ano oko duba na you see ano so high say obenya vet this time o duba because am for town no moto enti am price na the issue to kosoro they say sayon ayeken your 4 cylinder your 5 cylinder ho ono be kire o sayon be 8 years ni 8 years na sayon na 3,000 and then Sayon 35,000.
I see.
Sayon engine.
So you want to tell us between 2 months near dollar no I stable now even airdrop with the CD appreciating. Which means aboso can affecting the papa
because I say stock near one do na your previous stock and you can was no. Tell me can see e bi wo ho a bobi aboni jana no.
Okay.
So that say it be journey jina. Okay, I be a month ago, 2 months ago. You should be resist. I don't for some to lorry fame. But kaya sa alliance for one. We be chere mu say. I was looking for yen to. Ye nyema mu say ya na so bi to nyema. Ye nye bi sa da. Ba nemo esan say previously no. Dollar no should to cost so na nyema ne buy no. Because you see ano obi wa nyema no 5 crab 8 months in you. On ton wie you. Ondu be bia you. Sa nyema no me expect say obetuma tete so. But nemo currently no say last week and then 3 days where you nyama no at least you see who changes bi wom or na make sure say you see who changes bi wom because container no every day be a container ba.
Yes,
every day be a container ba. You see
that's a fact.
Your money e chechire e no money ebu e na e protect o mine it is say dollar a drop be 1 week ni no you container and draw commander you can't tell me say also with me adjust price in kakra.
Obviously, the reduction of the stability of the CD does not benefit Ghanaians. Rather, it benefits only importers. But you see, the issue about Abosoka is tied with a Guta. And so, make us straight to Guta. Then I'll come and deal with the drivers union on the. Hey, oh no, more Samana.
No more simple.
Only Guta.
There be many other phone.
Anyway, so my main carry a Ghana for the Doma Moshe on CTV and other channels. Say a Guta. penny therefore penny Abedi Echiri, Richard Amamo, Deputy General Secretary, Guta are joining in the studios. Richie, Akwaba.
Yeah, medawasi.
Richie, so Guta, talk to us. CD dollar etomosai enkomone kosai.
Edika no maminchia utifo nyina.
Omoje oso.
Se dollar ahon din no ekofom na ye seed no ekofom a eko soro a adi papa is good news enti se nyina ye ti se o seed na ahon din no ekosoro se ya na ye nyina ye nde but on say adwadie no ye wo import cycle import ni amana it will take maybe 45 days cadence say ya we depositor supplier no be catch us say after 45 days ebe to me I then what you are free to the share cargo ship mo aba and this will take like 45 days what they say I didn't buy it will take you like within 3 months dear so we a supplier we a distributor because enya nkwa na obeton wo shop mo e bia odi bibe mo bi bibe wa ko fa bi shop bi shop e be ba fa bi no wakoton nti yes at least within 3 months dear na why we enti say dollar na ahonde no code form na sidi na ahonde kosro a enya sudden na ubehu effect no okay what I say okay. Because ukwa Bank of Ghana kra na omu calculate rate word porter and I say you calculate port honor they use Bank of Ghana rate.
Yes,
Bank of Ghana what time they be about just every week no the new rate aba every week no the new rate aba what they say and some and they say you know so biko yini ama ene in duty aspect no ebeba for one man ene what they say but freight now what you know and yes I rate and you was so better na maybe you can say cost benefit analysis and so way analysis be no our striking average now they are costing because to me say because niama no kra no uchi a obe deposit bi uwi a wakoye final payment e be first time wakoye deposit no rate audit ya no and yes na odubetua ukoye final payment but at the end of it all no ube striking average
but rich mami musamo mami mbusamo mo amote dem hanyira mo mboa me adentina se dollar drop cd appreciate ya within first month second month yes unhunu effect ni sisia let the cd start dropping in vice versa then the dollar moving up any 1 week na munyina nipa no munya mote dem we na mo asase e kamusa why
Bobie let's be real the okana esa say dollar no ahonde na ekosoro a yempese in fact what matters most is say we have to stabilize the currency. Wow, say Jirafakwa, you can plan. You can when you are doing your pricing cry easy. And take over say dollar na honde na ekosoro na sida na honde na eba fompe. Obe say na nyina ye tiam because you know like me example uko krani amana. Niamana nti say ehane mokola uko okiteska uko akotua na waye wi. Ebe ko true process ni aba na aba. Anti say within 1 month na enye too much effect na. You won't see price change. You will hear people calling government say, or making sure say the dollar will stabilize. Say the economy be hard. That is how the conversation will go. Say na ekoi abanhwe say na ekoi because a within 3 months we won't say obi kwa koye new order e be affecting because you need more CD to buy just the same dollar.
But say CD no air drop. Yes, Matthew argument that say about the stability.
Yeah.
Say it stabilizes 6 months, 1 year, which means you can plan quarterly. Unim se bosome miensa oniema say na abetua agreed. Okay. Say no we are here February March April. Emfaso no a eya amunya edi bi di good dem. Adentina say e cost na what time bia kwesem dia na wusu.
Ma min kan che say customers and I say consumers no they have right to window shopping. Or they say or bet me a store by store no they akoye we. Say open excessive profit I may catch you say why you are just taking yourself out of the market.
I see.
Because say me importing musical instruments. Me was only me the musical instruments ba. Na obi di bi say ya. I am telling you say ne onya duty ni low na oye ni cost na I will be forced. So because on no be reducing the prices no I started say ton. And it's a customer bar. So one reduce who dear now wouldn't share. One day, I will transfer any inside who dear enquire. And I also the cow abuchi. And the system itself no will roll it back. Now, Wakacha will say, Massa, it is better you reduce it to break even. No one sank of Fabium. Because when you look at the trend, they say when you look at the trend, the way who say there is light at the end of the tunnel. You see? Oh, because when you look at the trajectory, say we'll get the system in a way say dollar no be na cost stabilize. Oh, say me economics. Economists no we just say if I look at the projection, now we make one professor or see said na dollar na economy say 24-hour economy ni be jira ho we will get the dollar like 10 cedis. We will reach at 10 cedis. Say my kind. Me hope you makuma mu say we will get there. Because we say dollar no cost you need more cedis to buy more product via me to China over 17 years ni it's still $100. Oze say that product is still $100. It's still $100. Oze say but say that time na ebia CD rate there 2 CD ne 4 CD na me dey go to and then dollar ne yes sir. So you need more CDs to chase that same dollar. So that is the factor. So you can't say say dollar no cost no argument SEO say dollar no cost you need more CD now they are got to your supplier uber so freight you need more CD now they are got to your freight uber port so omudi that same margin dollar margin no omudi calculate we enti na ye kasa but say na adena kono Bobie I'm telling you meti we say obi di niama oyi niama ene oyi niama ene a say Bank of Ghana say port no be real no be calculate with the current rate no dia nipa na me e me de nya to ade no same price same city conversion na return niama but time over be yi ni niama no me no e me yi me niama no na at the rate of 15 ono ba be yi ni niama na at the rate of say 13.7 if it is interbank rate we are looking at 13.7 13 no ba be yeah or a little margin and it's a me fa keyboard na me see me turn area 20,000 on no about market no here we are what we are turning the 19
so Richard look so at the end of the day ye ni akwanya bia say at forcing the adene ba 30 or they ba 12 or they ba 11 so let's jubilate. I mean, you never so be influence.
I was saying if I show you don't say
that bay
a within the because the American was say the customer no our right to go to another shop and then go and check and do window shopping.
No, you have been in the system
within 3 months. I'm telling you. Within 3 months, because the import cycle is within 3 months. If Semidinyama be best na me ton, at least within 3 months now I can sell within 80% of the product.
Richard,
what does it?
So
I am telling you,
which means the current economic stability that we see, who benefits no and May.
I say within. Yes.
So it can be within this.
Yes. It can be
June.
Listen,
or
and
July.
I say. Se mimi yi niama sisi se mimi yi niama ene na me yi niama at the rate na me 13 sisi ya time I meet to idea no ebi I meet to on 15 makoye deposit of nyama ye be supply.
Yeah.
Yes, me ye deposit at the rate of 15. In fact 15.6 na me ye rate. Me ye deposit. Nyama ni mayo. Ye nye. O dey say e ba be ba no the aka no balance na metua no say ene so ka jem say we wie na me kwa kutua out metua balance no at that current rate. Enti e ba me ba duty side no so freight side and also I'll pay at the current rate. Me ba na ba duty no so enti me ba I'm going to factor in because man factor in na enya me nkwa na me to musical instrument. The next shop is also selling. The next area is also selling. And at the end of it all, no, within ourselves, we'll be able to auto term no sanko fabium. So the system itself will bring it back.
What do you say? All what you are saying doesn't make any economic sense. Importers will speak like this to defend themselves to make profit.
Or no sana or dream. But practically, no, me can't say you can't price yourself out of bank market. So who you didn't now di ubika. Unim time dollar started say 12, 14, 15 Yo, some of us are loyal to our suppliers. Or they say, or bet me am our credit. Say no say ye argument be say, oh, say dollar no sidi na won de ba form na we na me di ubika me kwa kotia wo say me sense ka bibiri na me ko tuaka e be ha adwen say e ba form it is an advantage e be advantage ama say me di ubika $10,000 na me kwa kotia ne e be a time o de ade no ma me na 16 and I say 15 but me kwa kotia scan in there scan we be den I'll get some advantage. And it's a combination it will work itself and to be say products no never form because 1 year our next competitor will do it. So it is competition now a war market no and no never more pricing na be then I stabilizing all so okay, you will get it. I'll come back here. And then sad time no my back say the American
I want to experience
it. The American
no I want to experience it. I don't want you to come here to come and tell me because me
and then Mike now the next 2 months or a month say with the tragedy to no echo we are come back and make sure say night.
But so which means even with a Nema yet to say knock near my mouth for the banner, sir. The prices are the same.
One say, petty near man or moton. Say, imported near ma, ebi a mimi wusila. One more muton buja Obama shop, no, I be 10. And the immediate man, no, and no really profit be count. And to Obana say, there's in Obabe tournament, my tea days in this war. Or no so bad yede or no so bad tinny no so. So that is how it will rule. What I say. But so ba na send autono time $15, $9 na send a mitonu sa na mitona. On so ba he has no option than to add it on. What I say. But so ba no ba because o mobile shop mu de bia e bia oba be to niam bi me wo product bia e konkrofo eto obi be yi no so akoton. Enti oba na mate so na maybe formally 10 cities. There's in 10 cities. No abeyi no okoton. Obana me see there's in 9 cities are. And also say over take advantage no so dey so no so aton because on so ton and you no kwa na ebe yi free me. There is another microphobia on boys on mujaja kwamu a omutonton omuko yi wo store no mu akoto and at the end of it all they compete and yes they compete. Oh, that's over to have free obi ogina kwamu no bisa no obebobo kesi ama obekọ the next way no no prize ni we no at all. So the competition is the competitiveness of the system.
Good for mobile supporting a proposal. Say we should have a price a standard system.
Yes, at that time at the port, no. Some of the submissions are here and say we should edge the Senate Bank of Ghana by every week. No, best rates, no. You can say you're edging within 3 months. Or I say, but no, anye abana and jantum. What I say, but going forward, no say any able can say okay. Looking at the way the thing is, it's unpredictable. If it is predictable, fair enough. say you can predict say I didn't say said the way kono we ubi sankrofo we nkrofo ka say say beauty fracture niama e koso America and no affect obi ka say your system no the new government no the processes that they are too kwam no and no enya effect me no I will agree I will agree with the current system administration area too because say vice versa I will not blame those external I will blame the
look at
the current
domestic
yes because your finance minister be na or the processes be agu na niama ekoyia say ankoyia me de subo no bebo no say ekoyie nso a I'll give that credit to him. So that is how I see it. I will not go on that tangent say external way na $1 na we because external no bet me aba now want to me share ni years so na I go come.
So with the current situation, no, I get it for mom one year a little bit ease.
Oh, say you know when you look at the market trend, you know, I want to say there is a little stress-free echo because share that to say $1 no because all the time no they to me share obia important ni key watch ni $1. Oh they say $1 ni sample na fe or dream oh they say but say no say $1 crampo na wo dia share bibia say na $1 ni by say we go kwatoni ama
well be happy
oh they say and because obi one person obe lose oh they say
my main bomb my messages so na Ajua free passes to the drivers from Circle to Ansah was 20 cities last week Friday. Okay, so what Ajua want to say is say we are drivers more the Montron tour or say Circle to Ansah na 8 cities Friday we are almost as 20 cities in Montron tour. Okay. Galib Mohammed says Bobie cement is now 125 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, $1 was 17 cedis, cement was 108 cedis. The government should do something about prices of goods. Otherwise, the reduction of the dollar will not make any impact on our cost of living. All right. So Vivian says the dollar will keep on depreciating due to the high price of the gold, and this will let the cedi also appreciate. Okay, so all right, this one is coming from Vivian. Hanif Ibrahim is here. Teresa Akote is here. Homer says, Bobie, please talk about building materials, so block prices, cement prices, and communities. If the dollar depreciation no and to me affecting then which means nothing could be. All right. So this one is coming from a tester. We have another tester here. Let me check if I can read it. Adam Yusuf says you can increase the price. We will buy it from Nigerian businessmen. Yes, Obia sending me the same thing. I'll say, Bobie, this message goes to Techi Ado. The Nigerians selling spare parts will reduce their products, and this will cause wahala for the Ghanaian businessmen. Techi.
So the commander and the usually they are serious because there's no way we can compete with Nigerians. We are Ghanaian. Now we go for one container. Nigeria go for 20 containers. Because a lot of fun on interest rate, the interest rate is 35 to 40%. You don't know bank no kojilo na. The interest rate that's no. Enya here.
Nigeria.
Of course. Or funny money they call container they call Nigeria.
So the current interest rate here,
Ghana has 35 to 40%.
Okay.
Or kofa the fan Nigeria, no say the fa cargo. Never be wrong memoha. Obeto cheap.
But from Nigerian obet carry their bars.
Obosa to cheap on lusu.
How?
Anything that Ghana for say permanent upon if you market anymore.
Don't you think that Ghanaian business guys now just being
no, and import duty no na kum egedi for no. Import duty no kum egedi for.
So say import duty here say.
Import say it depending how we manage. The cost of it depending how we manage. Because we are in the container of the bar. So what I say. And wage something depend wage no sometimes no and they I don't want to go that what I say. But the reality is say a lot of no or no say the more abuchi the more automo containers no na sani man out on so no price na ba from ma o find more no na price na ba from so o ko fa ba ko na Nigeria ko fa 20 a don't forget say obu Chinese no and whoever no obema no bi a better ko no man 10 account for credit of amra because wo capital now the business no utimi iswa bank na mwa the bank are not assisting now sure conform na ekoye no conform no say starting last year this year san ko bi banks e buy no omo e be 30 something na 19 be hwa de no e say mo ba but banks e buy nyina no me catch them straight say omo antimi ankyere say me bank oba me ho na interest rate no mema 20% mema 10%. So what I say because you say next year no you results e will call for you no come on what I say it in say interest rate say aban hwe Bank of Ghana offer say interest rate no e be reduce say reduce e be ma players be able to acquire loan facility and what I say access to credit more important for Ghana access to credit very important it's difficult to get loan.
I see.
Oh yes Kwabena utimi kwa issue no bank be contact me ne kan no say me na me say 500,000 or see on the contract free me be account wo mo honom for 6 months no me previous bank no on be hwe ha discipline me ye na me say oh no mo ka say send enye sana de ne tie na me wo sika me dey build me previous account ha ka say me ma mo magiska on say on bia no
me dey abetrum 6 months na me te wo twen
na bia no me ka say me ntimi na me pepanyi bi na me say da bi I can't do that bia no ntino adwadifo how are you fam no bia nie say interest rate me ba bia be 25% kwa at least 20 to 25% kwa pa ka you see na ka dollar no aba from na see the cost no ka be ho let jubilation kakra say bia banks ne boa no they are not helping.
All right, so quick comment here before I come to you. Edward Ewuji is here. Prospect says Nigeria import duty is fixed and cheap. Is that right?
You see, a lot of no.
Okay, Bobie, no. Okay, so let me leave this one. We are not talking about our friend. Patch up, Richard.
Bobie, yeah, share who. So here Nigeria, mimi sector. Who Nigerians a war horn. Omumfa niama akese mba wo. Omumfa niama heavy duty high quality na di emma. Ohia omumfa niama cables nkitinkin de obetumi akantan band so no waye no nwona na de about their fire ni so. First no ye nyina ye de wom ko Nigeria. Ye ko fa niama wo Nigeria. Uko Nigeria na uduru ho a omo importers importers and distributors omo hye bibi. Ye de omo nyana be kwa koto niama free aba aka no say ye de niama na iba akra fiti aka no eba akra onim porosity porous port no kwan bibi a Nigeria ni nim kra wo Ghana ne unim ho enti bibi obeye small girl di niama ne be fa no unim ho. Oh, they say, and see a do baby no young cry country custom say they should look at the way they pack their goods. On say, Bakun fat duty paper ma. Yeah, the back can't tell me a pet truck that the truck no Yamana Gusubi do no custom officers no cry on luggage down. I almost say, oh my, yes, that is Niam Sanyam because one says, so move for quina yen yefa now we can compete with them. Oh, they say, yet then, Nigeria never call the same supplier with China. Maybe the better direct to Accra. And Tema. Or not the better for Nigeria. Nema, yeah, Sandia far away, no, the
But I think, sir, after the budget, I think after the budget reading, no, I heard Guta saying, say, and Niamani Biwa, Dr. Atofos na Boboswa, a bebua a 24.
Yes,
true or false?
It's true.
And I think you mentioned about the taxes.
One say taxes na you can say who tax here too much. Your capital na
which he did not tax you guys.
Yes.
But will reduce taxes.
Yes, and we applaud the government for that.
What are some of the taxes
because you see, one say or can say or move VAT. Or can say VAT. But VAT say that's what them. Or that you start a process say as stakeholders in branding entrance. Maybe they are working on the framework. Okay. Or more stakeholders we are waiting.
But now Yanjimo, I am saying,
we do our port in the Omuyi in Freso. Sese no, sa special levy, one levy, some variables in the Ninyana. And then President Deka said they wanted to rationalize the whole system at the port. So that is what we are waiting. As to can say they should fast track it because air channel na go full sikaso because when you look at the traffic, the goods traffic at the port I then abafom. And he say ye near mano because sika ye de kwako to niama no eno na ahye no. And he say one yen is because they say bank no menu can say we banks na ene cry ya share bi they have the money there. Oh they say but the processes are all kind.
Including Richard, with my dear mamma, money, I was so kind for money. I'm more the same. Sir,
we are crying for him. What is that? Now, what do you make?
Sir, a dear man trigger, dollar trigger. Mutimi Temu will be at you, said dollar on Kwan, a yamo how. Or how be any baby abuse.
Yeah, the way the dollar and air back from see the now so we are just waiting. Oh, when you see stability, we the political the Obama say we know.
No.
The Obama Megedi and answer Mejuma Akonkano.
Now when the person will be messing
so that is the thing. Gone are those days. Mekachi will be say gone are those days. You see President Rollins say you afraid you mean funny crancy. You see Rollins and we have pa and see you go vote because of our fair. You see you vote. So I don't know Ghanaians ya jaded ya chum. Say we look at issues and see me na policy say bano. Mama Grady and Bibia Konkaya. I'll keep focused and look at it. And to say, we are looking at your committee every time. We have operational meeting that we meet every Tuesday. We say we met in Bob banks. They even some came to us like with 25.45% interest rate.
25.
Yes, they wanted to give us offer. We went through all the processes.
I don't issue statement and can now the banks are ready to give you 25.
We are talking to the banks. What I say interest rates.
Some banks they can offer you 25 because maybe their operational cost not conform.
And yes, according to our bank, they are now entering into SMS industry. So what can they also do? Because maybe we bank that. Bank that and today no be or the between.
Okay.
What I say. So they have to do a tailored program at the end of it all. No, and consumers benyam. And we also.
But if they don't have confidence in the economy, they won't do that.
Yensu ya green na ewo hono. Yensu ya kanche omuso. Omunye ni say ya. Yenye na yebebo usi na eko. Because at the end of it all, no, we want the cost of doing business in Ghana. Ember form and to say about form observe say the cost of doing business number form who port na duty rate number form who sitting now on so akosura masa we all jubilate obi to me can me say it's a dollar neighbor form. I need somebody to tell me it's a dollar neighbor form. Me I mean who semi consistent. Nobody will tell me say the sitting now on dinner akosrona we now so pretend as if no way it won't happen.
All right,
because where we are going on, we are hoping say it will go down further down, not as stabilize it, so we can plan our business and plan until we are pricing on the whole and and uba na do baby no Uber I don't know 40 Ghana. The next Uber 45. A do baby cry and opa 40. A year 45.
Okay. So Gabo Adenta says Bobie Ghanaian sellers will start bluffing you, but the Nigerians will keep on coercing you and make sure they reduce the price for you to buy. One city crowd beji Ghanani open fasubum. All right, so this one is coming from Gabo, and Van Dam says Bobie importers, spare parts dealers, market women, they intentionally keep the old prices just to continue making money. This triggers hardship in the system, and that is a fact. The question is,
me come what you say the issue of dabeno and I may answer this say the system itself because a demand and supply issue what they say and to say near man now one cause price now we now me nobody ye koye meeting class say trade meeting and association meeting obi grant new share them say you say talk kebu say and I say nobody they won't agree because on so person ton no ko fa biomba o person twa sika no ko no ma no so or loan or obetua we have loans are obey repayment now see niama na ba form a obetumi na wakotua loan wasan gibi no wakofa bia ba o say no the system itself will work at it and to say what keeping niama na ufi say we are all
right, I'll come back to you. My man Koy Ashenka Fono aside. Pacho use microphone use way. Neka can you not talk from Kakra. Anyway. All right, so you be issue I'm not a get the phone so Akwaba. Agbado Akwaba.
Yeah.
Mami me chasing from GPL to you, right?
Okay.
And then I'll come back to you. And Minia Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy, sure.
Yeah. Sammy what Roma? Me mo akwa baby. So Sammy say few up on later. Yes, say tell me.
Me da say commander mami nchia wati fo nyina na minchia GPR2 mpanimfo ye national chairman anani makubresiama nchia kase so nkoma ye national vice chairman ono ano say Greater Accra regional chairman ni Okantankra.
Oh, okay.
Ichia no ye hwesisia babiafo ni gina averagely no enenam petrol no were around maybe me check total there it was around 13 cedis 95 pesos for petrol. And a diesel also and 14 cedis 65 pesos, yes, it's around that.
13 pesos.
13.95 14.65
total.
Yeah, that is for total. Yeah, that is for total. Me share that check it. Then Gwe also is around there. It's around that same price. I think 13.69. Yeah, 13.69 and a 14.95. That is for diesel for Gwe. Okay, so I'm quoting from kind of saying. Total into as it stands now
so which means it's dropping.
Oh yeah it's dropping because from the look of things before crazy to elections so can near Pessia to lorry film driver for the say hate can say GPR2 penny for no Emma, David Moniade, Yamo, Kegu Moniade, Omusoja ne asensu eguso, Omusoja ne asensu eguso, ni nyina mu no na ye hwehwa ne say ye behwe na ya balance the whole thing. Na enkoba ne say abre bia ya na ye kasa ahyenkafo ne etu aban. Entina ye hwempe.
Okay, more balance the whole thing. What is the meaning?
Ye balance the whole thing say the be ya ye be dwint mamufo no any ashenkafo no so ho because unse abrebia no ya na ye wo a percentage bia ya na ye wo percentage bia ya na fuel product na ekona ekokodu a ye wo 10% bia normally ya ye the calculation normally but then say fuel pricing could do around 10% na ye kan ho asem na then ye wo technical team bia mpenimfo asetium omukwa abontin ko check other component, that is the spare parts, the lubricant and the taxes. Nti omukwa check sa we ni nyina no mu percentage e no so abeda so a na fe ya hye say ye to so asen e na ye mfa ento so. Nti at that time na omukwa ye nhwehwemu no na clearly say SSC to transport firm but ye be share say their system net no one election year. Nti no we keep talking to the drivers, calming them down. Yeah, they are. Do baby krana David Numa. They are no mucha. Penifo ada passe. Be krana. Ma boashe ma funumne dia keka account. Entiebomodia eso se jeni moa bedu se abanfu free buy ya ampa bosha oshe because me kai pass before say ye beto abakra pudi nya kwenya ene excellency John Dramani mama ehia Emma Maya no bini ade all the regional executive from all the 16 regions. I was even present that day. And yeah no baby obobo boy any ade na ni ehwe okay fine, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Until ampa obetna so ye hu say a sign air drop it in kakra but no
I drop it how many times?
Oh baby 4 times, right? 5 times. Okay, so 5 times. Yes, but dropping who say dropping na ye kan ho asem who say a drop it nkakra from the time ye beto ashentu abomanase baby e kudu ya na so say ye to so a ye nya abotrema driver for no ye calm down no ni ye hwe nim say yes I drop it, we still have the hope say a drop ya bank kakra but looking at it na baby do sesia no and checking the other component no you see you go in for reduction sesia and then ya na akofa
say component na mo
oh components be to say spare parts. Components be to say lubricant. That is the engine oil, the ATF oil, the brake fluid, the sani and maniamani. Those are the things I factor.
Richard.
Samuel.
Say your fab plan say. Samuel.
Yes, I'm sure.
Sorry, Samuel. Your fab plan say your politicians you be sure. But I am some microphone ya moti dem anso yenya mo ye be hwemo. Oh, yenya mo ye be hwemo pa. Sa driver unions for no any importers ne export. Yenya mo ye be hwemo. Yenya mo ye be hwemo because sesia no obia ye na dwene say o protect you on yard. Nti wo de yenhwe utie Richard. Wo de Kwabena yenhwe ebeba a bedroom momo so when nyante so what is the issue? Yet dollar call from na see the appreciate here almost say ga fewer call for more so say ga mo benya bibi. So what is it?
Bobie the omo nyina ne say unse me di kan say
what is it?
Show adwuma ye wo ho individuals ena wetiti mo yiri mo bi akogi loan e de akoto car sem pese me run business na me hwe na me nso me di bi hwe me fie e de bi bo me bra. All right, onipa no e de ne ho ahye se adwuma yi mu Ansah obeye se adwuma na niam bebre ebe mu Ansah wetimi atwa ni business na all ye ne so but what you say now si anhwe niye na se me ne o kase sesi ya me came in say wa say me be samba sesi are talking about the spare parts right now again. Yeah, because sesi adam ye mfa ne say me a driver ni and I say me a cow na okay assistance now sesi me nya akwanya entwi trotro ni bi but me obi ye adwuma na ba bia we ye see ye lord first sesi definitely sales so better but you say say sales na e ba cow na no ho no esote na budget kura tu a shock absorber air say ni engine air say
but you saying people always know mobile catch a bomb to some better a year lord for cash into a demo. Mo first indicator mo catch is about fuel.
Yes, the reason being that Dave me but one no kick out Dave Yamutre. The woman is say yet na see Bobie commander yet na see ehunu say adia empempi na no epeja na affect other components na fuel product. Nti ene empenimfo tena ase no it's okay. Now what we have to do is say oma my 10% threshold say yemfa ne say bia 12 cedis per liter normal tuma akwakodu 10% then you
10% of 12
10% of 12 cedis you won kwan say be transport fare review sa review na e be no ye hwe petrol product no kwan so fanye review but eno na the major
review here upwards
both upwards and downwards we do Ogana yate so da ana Bobie but what you say enti no eno ne ade a ye di kan hwe nti ye hwe no a na afei yama team no nso akọ abonten akọ hwe other component ne say ebrafuo product no e decrease ana say e increase no say na affect other component no Ansah yenso ye calculation enti no sa obehwa fuotimi kosoro adu baabi a esese ye to transport fare so but yento so nanse bi ntema na Dave mo kan mo say yento so nanse akra alliance for one for inso ebe kan mo say ye to transport fare so 20% GPR to mpedin for ba bonten be ka say no yes ye hu say fuel no even drop kakra Eldo spare parts no ejina baby ejina bafu ani drop kakra eno nkyere se yenkoto so ohun inti no enye se normally ni anatemamufo no bebre na nim se bia fuel product no nko a ene ye consider but the petrol nko agu kam na se tie nhyase abobi ebeko enko oh inti no
there be more carpenter for ne tailor for pan ye
GPR to penning for.
Kase,
SSA Timemufo crab bomb in some edema GPR to penning for.
How?
The reason being that Yabemani.
Naneti untina wakasa naneti untina wakasa.
Oh, there be as a mobile semaye because yetimi yenu anumi timi come normal the percentage above on no mama date. A GPR to penny far from.
So right now, which means fewer we are echo for more echo from no. Only the rich, more to be at home private cars never enjoy. The poor man now on Nam Street, you know, cannot enjoy same because Odamo, or this car or they cut a bicycle.
Yeah,
Odamo, more Damo Monsonua. After the Marcos Shebi will go component near the na component in your mecha fridge no it is in your mecha so
who's a tango say
so what is it
tango say minia techiwa ha na minia penny gutamani so ewa ha oh ye nyina ye hia say ah okay obia eye na famu de pacho ati ase obia ye na famu obia ni wo opese obeye adwuma oberane at a loss. At the next moment, ultimately to a human so. As I'm speaking now, in Crofocas is workshop Amunias can see no. It is one shame ye na say yem penning for ye de kuna no yan sham balance ni amaye ni sorry oh ya tisu at ebedu baby no uko stations crap anaka ni o enati memvo pe. It no ye bompa say yes. As for the reduction ye hui ampa we are still praying. The other day me some quoting be say we are even praying and for price no and do around 12 cedis per liter. Oh now you know do around 12 cedis per liter. Oh you say okay baby ababe duru no do 12 cedis per liter. Then quickly ye share na spare parts and cry and mad down too much. Ye balance this time now first na ye kasa driver phone sunya say ye wo technical men pa
Ghana Van Dam said the best solution is for every region to have its own public transport company to run state public buses. This will give the GPR to you guys massive competition.
And betting me, that is the point. Oman Casano, Castle Cromokra, Edibegu, Metro Mass, ne, Adia, shops, no, assess a woman to me maintain just because Omo for say, oh, Yan Tissue, na Yan fan running, and Fanye. Fitzy said GPR2 a bar on my yimu way back 1967. I share Jumase. We are still operating. We are still serving the government. And the other time near Kase and Kabaimpo Ebemumpo Nanka Ja Oma Krakas Nibi Krapo Ediama transport currency operators Nana Omonso at a lower cost. Any idea?
Still wanted to so.
Come on.
Still components no. Component for no. Component for no. Component for no. Component for no. If government give you that component for no, then you come back here, sit on other radio networks, other platforms, and complain saying.
Bobie only say you transport fare so a boy touchy. Yeah, na me analyze be on. You transport fare you so a former. A bois driver for yempe increment to hey driver ni bia ni ho a ye to transport fare mu an energy unim die nti at the moment ye beto transport fare mu pepepe e kan bibia e affect bibia e wo adwuma ye no me ankasa me branch okay uba Shaiman Ashama traffic light ene me branch okay formally edu anapa nkrofo e queue e wo station ho students are echo chimney medas ne all those surroundings no omunyina bus station befaka say because of fair no they walk they walk because sika parents the man no also the be befoka we are praying say in cafe neighbor for man the number of passengers and they will come to the stations to come and board their vehicles and it will help us into the year bomb pie say yeah me de bia me bomb pie say rade boy oni until lorry fair so na adwuma passengers mra station more. That is our prayer. And ye nigia say we transport fare be kosra na fe at the point no passengers grant me mama be fuka but yes of fuka crap no aye phone call and all that. It's not helping.
I'll come back to you. Agbado. So which means with this fuel reduction yeah mo brofo no aye fro a commercial cars no ya carry
Bobie, with this fuel reduction, no, to me, and ne, see you, I'm buy no. In Kwabena, many say, me free akono, na me kase ya tell or refer so. But unim bibi, o shall say on a very good note, o de me bra kechi shall say. Abuso kan won, they are playing politics with everything. Seriously, me can any brace so, the entire me can any brace so near. Me wo, me car si haya. Pass o treso, me kwa koyi receipt abetremo. Last 2 months. Me Tosayon engine 250. I had it is kind of 250 million. 2,500 and 25,000. Nanu yao. Last week ya kwatoa 30,000. Why? $1 ever from. Sayon asem na meka electronics so. Meka sayon asem. Within a period of a month, me was the same moment last month moa sika na eba from no. Na momo tutu ni amemu. Me bobo niama ne nkyerɛ wo me to steer rag me to ye no na steer rag na ye 2,500 sprinter asem na me kan me ka sprinter me bobo cars ni nyina di me de ni nyina be kyerɛ wo sisi a sprinter 2,500 and ye steer rag no dollar ba for ma pe ukobroni no hope no wono wate so no de aba 2,200. The next time I miss a call, now I call 2,500 nubium. Me what $1 ever from? Why? Buso kind for no. Me bobo buso kind for no. Me bobo musudi. The entire me person me bo abuso kind for dino. Aya wa wote hai. Ko abuso kind sisi ya. Neko bisa steer rag. A obroni no ton 2,200. But neko abuso kind. Abuso kind. Aya 2,600.
Agbado. There be an amount believe said they are playing politics.
The entire me can't show TTT and edwadifo adanfo busoka afo adafo emra kenufuriata ebeka say import duty wa benchmark ne eyi no abusoka afo ye party that very day e wo ho no mo adentina se see ya teso ama eye real ye nyira yehu say dollar abafom me wo dollar ofie enra nkwa na me cause say bie
but the dollar issue and the benchmark are not the same.
They are not the same. The American own team as Bobie, the Americans see and say ati aba form na e wo say abuso kan 40 omo spare parts no abuso kan 40 omo spare parts no sura na ekọ adenti na ekọ soro adenti na ekọ soro me say sayon engine enye benchmark menu ai omo te omo ka abuso kan adanfo edwadifo adanfo no mo ye party
can say oh enye benchmark or say this goes to my friends at abuso kan import duty on spare parts abolished.
Okay, fine. What correct me about
benchmark.
Okay, but abolish.
No, some selected items. But you duty.
Abolish no. Abolish
no. No, hold on. O come obiti me chero ade no. Men ka se benchmark.
No, what's the
abolish? But say I abolish. Na say ya dollar so asa aba from. Dollar aba from. Ah wan kasa we no mu. Wo say enra nko ano. O ko say bi saying 13. Now by then I auto ye na ye 17 or 16. Now my semi koto your friend saying restaurant Now catch me say restaurant engine. Eh, 2,500. Me call you now say $3,000. Dollar na ba for more money so no.
Agbado, no count here say. Me see you buying or selling.
Say who buy you, who selling you? Ni nyina say what dollar no dey bottom pass na na.
Debi. Ukuta dollar. Na ukwa kwato cedis a. Na me see difference room. And now kuta cedis okoto dollar.
Kechi minim sa dey says difference room. Minim pa say difference room na say no kra no ma carry sika na e wo ho sisi ya no. Wo dey me fan say me buying stage no. Enye selling no. Me fan say wo dey me fan say selling no po. E na me dey kwa. Wo dey compare I was say engine na nka wo turn no last month. Last month wo turn no 250 no. E ko 300 ana. Me bisa wo techi yima no.
Commander.
The whole thing is say abuso kind of people are playing politics with us. Me meka na masaka si so say trade minister on for the new hwe. Na fe me ba me die mu. Ni enti a nka ene ye nyesa announcement no. Minister, transport minister Obaye no. Now we think he is going to do great because Obaye na alliance for Obaye say omba betolo refemu. Quickly he gathered us. Transport operators in Yakoshia ye. E di hun komo. Eba say oh ye njojo ano kakra niama beba fom. Ene ehun say niama eba fom. But transport minister ya power no yi. No kra ni nyame anim nie. Se sector no se esunsen no a omompe obi nka ne ho. Be se nye sanso a ye mu ye be so tuoja.
Why?
The renti American on any say sisi ye aniama eba form no oka ye se trapata meet trapata fra ye intentam ya ne ye nyina ye ntrase ne ye ndi hu nkomo na ade no mbra form ma etimamufo no hu say ne aban ne ye no.
No, but GPR for church no, the issue has nothing to do with the transport minister.
I mean, I may church mu GPR obefra ntoma GPR obefra ntoma de ewo mu nyina ne say transport minister onye na ejuma tse transport minister no kra ya mabakopɛ hwɛ wowo odi ni brain
just on farm on transit
nie enye sɛ on fa yɛ ntenase o nie wo mu nyina ne sɛ niema ɛkɔ sɛ de asi kɔ na wo sɛ quickly woni wo nkrofo tenase na ye ka be emra ye se ye tumu die wodi mirika tojem wo tonsuom o mo mbomode na mo nya sei sese niema abafo ma wo sɛ o ma timaimufoɔ.
No, so Agbado Mebao, Agbado, you want to tell us, say, without the transport minister, even as the fuel no air dropping no, won't mean to Timo first.
Sana etiemu say, or no so air kanwa, ye tumu no. Sana was say, ye entrasia, ye entrasia.
Enti mo person o share mo meet Ansah. It beats my imagination.
And it's also we use a trapata meet Kayina. I want to you free. Bobie, what kind of studio?
Yeah,
what kind of studio? Me body to nature.
Bo,
me baha, na me tibi ya hotel.
No traso.
Aha, after the main traso. Unim,
open meeting.
And your meeting. Niama na say, niama bi wo ho a, ye nyinyin free so. Ye nyinyin free ho. Na ye ya ye di dwa no. Ye ndi ye dwa.
Na
ye di ye dwa. Eh?
Enye shana oka.
Shana nye dwadie. Ye sika free passenger for. Ye nto fuel. Ye nto ma passenger for. And how is the fuel no ye to ni keke. Ye to ma passenger for. Ye di dwa. Na de ewo mu ni. Minister no. No kra ni nyame anim. Minister no. Mfiti ase na ye kakla. Ah, na nka me ko bona aba so e prison no. E wo mre bi. Be me hu se aka ne kakra.
Bibi wo.
Yaw. Menga se bi.
Bibi wo. Ko na we bibi wo. Meeting. Yeah,
hey, when you meeting asem.
Minister don't pay meeting, bro. Minister don't pay meeting. Say, yeah, wait, minister.
Oh, on a more serious note, Obirin T. David Yase.
On the camera here, Minister, Commander, my announcement, Yanchati Fudim. Abra, Ura, Mr. White, Kendo Ferrata, yeah, Jumadi, sending me more Wabusu Kai. What it import duties, such as we year free Okrano. Ye mu bi wa fidie so be kai a ye ba be kan say enye sa na ehu no ho ukwa ukoto eye pass na ukọ ye no ubuza tachi ma omo so eno duty ni die enyi tractor de de yi unso nya tractor na de ko hye eye Toyota Yaris mu entina hye so be to ne sa na nemom na dollar e ko fom no say trade minister usuzu say wa frame meeting send your David Aguado kase transport minister frame meeting ya ndi nkomo nye hu bibi
enti wono o suppose say just a meeting abaso
unim
no question
yes because
even as fuel prices are dropping
man made 5 cities say minister em frame ye nyina ye transit share fair ema ye nyina ye fa statement ma ya ye be dey atitike
is that how it should be
sanity ye betumu a ye tumu mu say ye share minister Bobie mu musa
if you ha minister catch you say we tu kwan akwabrochi e ma me ro me won ha
I know
you know minister in frame meeting the same thing the same thing timamfo beti de
commander
say ya take lorry first no minister tell it to so
yanya analysis bi wa ha ubehu de nti a yes minister
yes
committee ni chere semu right abra obampanyi ora John Mama efa abaadwa no se omampanyi no na ye to diesel okro we mu 16 cedis 99 pesos eye liter no akoto abaako na Bobie me no kasai ene goy me goy nam de mbibia se figure na okutan goy ye 1441 enti na chese 1 liter bia no 2 cedis eye 58 pesos ena free so eno akoto abaako bia o na hwahai wo de 2 cd 50 pesos no etam say eye 45 times 45 4.5 na more 11 Ghana cedis 25 pesos 1 gallon bia the driver enya no we marshal 11 cedis ya 7 year can na minister to home frame meeting
wow
11 Ghana cedis diesel and free so within 4 months
not just as a meeting in baso pe
oh what am I yemwe ofa bibi ti say
minister and frame meeting
bibi ti say petrol and also na 15 cedis 79 pesos and me do ka say 13 cedis 69 pesos 2 cedis 1 peso akoto abaako no na what the times 4.5 na and also sika komao na chese 9 cedis 45 pesos
almost 10 cedis
na minister to home friend meeting ya be dey so na arawo se mo wo mu dey say what the and also times ya Bobie na chese 1 gallon no abrana abandada no so no near ton 71 Ghana cedis and ye ton 61 Ghana cedis
just 10 cedis
na koi
10 cedis bi wo mo
10 cedis
because obet me 10 cedis anopa koko ne
na tie 1 gallon they all 10 gallons 100 Ghana cedis when him say yenua mo a omu loadi mojanshin ya so ediko 37 omu gina hwa obi fa drop ya no dey oko omu pressure ndi omu so ntie day no timi to be 10 gallons no wenya 100 Ghana cedis wode ko tususu David Aguado mo omu kwatema ba no dey mu timi to 50 gallons enti sign wenya nya 500 cedis na minister to Frebiti. Never did a drama for you to way so.
But maybe. Maybe. So, Minister, Sebastian Mumbetumwa.
You didn't see a
but you don't go to him.
No, and you know, Cressa. The attorney say, the entire you didn't see a grano. Yeah, you bet me the yepe, aye. But it was national security implications because at the day ye ever krum. And the any minister got tenacity. Now, minister, no. Ye nyina ye gitum ne issue statement a na say aban Ansah wom ne dimu ba cha oti ase
okay the other na montro command say mo pese mo tete so mo pese mo sia meeting
me wa ka be etu minister na obega say yaw David Samuel Amu a GCRT mu wei de na mi hu de enso ye kwa ye ka say de enti a ye ntu sa na mo no endie eto asumu a ne nyina ya te ase ento asumu a na Bobie akoye adwuma yɛn deɛ ne sɛ ɔn sɛ aban bi aba foforɔ no ɔfɔ me government a ayɛ a yɛma ne mmerɛ nti sɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ soro a deɛ nti ayɛ a yɛmpere yɛn ho no me ne wo ka sɛ yɛbusaa sɛ ɔfee so ndɔf DC yɛ wɔ hɔ wonnim ne din mampɔn MC yɛ wɔ Bobie bɛtumi abɔ ne din akyerɛ yɛnni bi na assembly no nso yɛne ɔmo nyinaa ɛyɛ transport adwuma no obiara wɔ ne bylaws ɔde ba nti yɛtwɛn ne yɛhu ɔmo nyinaa na yɛhu de obiara de bae ne yɛhu kwan yɛbɛfa so a sɛ ntumu bi anaa ntesoɔ bi a nanso sɛne adeɛ no ɛba down no ɛka sɔfrɛ meeting no Debbie ebu ayaw say they are the
minister Ansah na
alliance
for no
say nyina yam fancy say the fu eba from one Lord first name ma from no yes say
the asha minister
yam fancy minister
na kan fancy ma me adronya ko me ma me dey no ever transport
ya ma me mrem wa kakra Bobie who say GPRT ho me tima kan pin say ye ne ye wo sa hyenkafo ku nkitwa nyina omo ye ma na brebia nkonyasie beba tafrache ye na ya ye ne aban no esi nkonwa there has been some cordiality between the government and the transport sector GPR2 edimu akotem
recently
that was then
okay
all right mame mfanko achiri kakra ye can say transport minister otwem kwa wa banda dan mu ye rekwaku for asiama na ye ne wa yonkofa papa obefre meeting sisi ya obefa phone sisi ya afre can say national chairman nana ni na den ekwen mo nkwala no phone ba na eba fomo na den na bacho me kire na pamiyam office momra
and you say problem in meeting no
tie unse tie mi o Bobie minister no ono ye intemginani edema can say timemufo passengers no ene ya hyenkafo no ono ye immediator all right say yes adia enkan ya betimi atoso ya betimi ateso but what I say but sa empanimfo yi ena omudi anima ye nso ye dan nti ye hyewase ade bi a ye bi na ye hyew
se munim se enka meeting asema enka se mo ma host mo enka me friend
no ebi a unse me de betima kan za fe no wapa but what I say enti no ye fa sa akonya yi so even the other time na me mpanimfo de kan jare ye randi pe sse o friend mpanimfo ni ye hia ni ye hwe kwan best fast because look ye the release bar bonten a okay ministries no rep assign na GPI general secretary assign na GRTTC general secretary and so I then was assign na e valid near the ababonten near babonten aleja yetimi edent so aba enti when ye catch minister and say like bibia sa nyonkofa ne nkomodie no enwo ho enti kakra ye kobe na we ya Fred David mo no mo ye nkwala David yaw ye ne mpanifo akohia nti atototo ne ama se enti rebia ye release next week ye de nte so oba ya mo so mo nte ase ne ya kire o mase na chese ne ye koye nim fom no so ne ya kire o de enti ya te so
mo na mo be ko fom na mo de sensitization na ko
that's right
man for agia tu na mo akomo anim
ti ye kwa na kakrata ye ni minister ni nyina trust ye sign ne ye de akire we ne efraban mu na adimu
eba ne sakra pa ye send secular e de all the 16 regions say GPRT you 16 regions ni nyina mu ye branches ni nyina na ye the letters akọ na ye we can say fair no ufiri akọ ha na nke se ya te so aba sei na ade na ye ni nyina de amawom aye asumje
commander ye de besre Ghana ma
em say de on say
me wo interest e wo aban mu kire say NDC for me working committee youth side no yeah the make ho e the marginal say transport rep asem ba yaw enti de na mo ya fa nema akoso yi we come industry unya minister
ba omunya from meeting
minister de ne ho kire yen e ma ye nyina ye hia no even though kada asem ba ye ya koma na kwa ba ye ne nyina di nkomo fuwe no meeting no papa ni se fu we ba down ni ya hwehwe minister
tinga samre nke se mo meeting ni
ana case ka no so aba down say Kim
ya ore fi so obi kura ko gina bonten say on ma driver for we say on beti lorry first so dey can just ye nyina bonten ye be fie ni ade fi table ni akasa so bonten kasa
wo won't be nkara bonten
enimu
ye be fie ni abedi nkomo
na driver no ebusa say adanse krata we ya mekoya no
so mu ye nhihye ni sen ene se ba ne sa de ne yenso ye beto so ye de ye pe beto so de ye pe
no eno no
but you see they are raising a very serious issue here.
Na say ye kasiri
that se ba se me ba betum aban say me pese me no usi nkonya because man for the say so mo kamu a pressure no call executive no ho and then they would me free a bus fu a bafom na se better so say ye baba so a executive no so you must show the same interest by getting the stakeholders involved. That look Charlie ade no baby abani okay say ye ndem so ye betimi aye no 5% ebia minister wojina mama abansi there be we dey monye no 7 maya and ya monye no 10 no man for ho how more because as we speak they can decide okay so mo say ya teso 1%. What is the effect? Effect bia but we have somebody who bet me negotiate on behalf of Ghanaians now on the stakeholders na kasa say said the eba from the way the srema da braka mama 10%. So you yate depending okasa de no matiase no more 10% na amount no more akwa church microphone the ntia 10% na wa ma okasa na anya de ana want to nka kura onka bibia na meeting amaso a
mi nchawa no he tachi unim mi ni tachi utie me hwe emre bi say sa de bi si ye ekra me yekopie mu jubilee house yekopie omampani dada nkasa nanim e ma that time ni e prigidi ye 25% na nado ankasa I was part of that meeting. Oh no, pim. I know come 19 point ahe. Any SCNG and another day na no fire ho ni ade a wo de mum so mum maye na said nim say baby adun de nanka mu 25 na say nanso yan dwin timamfo no kaka oni e kasa ya and that meeting you mami fremo pare mu ni ade nyina they were there oni eto asu enti yanso ye bae no yenya asempa be ka kire nkwala no so o ampa ni e pe 25 bo mu kire mu say e de kire ne ya so 19 and asumdue bae oh said ya only penny ko hia na se mukodi nkoma wo de penny nanim fere oh bon penny fu etena ase no mo nyina anim fefefe oh intino mintimi hwe ma me fremo pare anim ana president anim na ye nhwe o ma no wo fom debi
anyway so I honorable fellows kwacho fosu e besre mo arrange meeting no na meeting no emraso so that they can have discussions now no percentage crow because they say no they don't have any problem so or be reduce yet law fare but the problem say minister no me meeting na omo enyina enya omo ntiase say ebia 8% ebia 10% and ebia yet e dey free so minya so say meeting ya dey bia den enye bibia and it will not cost any edem fu a
ya school account for meeting ye no eya amedwen ho amenti ase menti omo ase kra be ye den dia wutimi hu de awe meeting se emu go say ya wo be matimamufo so afili no na wo matimamufo edi driver for ho yawo me hona ha ma adwen because I have interest in it. Bobie ye kan dia ye bebo me din David Agbado no nya bempe ya wo me kuma se de be Agbado no nya bempe ye ni baby am free ye de kala be tag me sesia na wo minister so te ho na ekochew me hona ha me no eni ntina be ni abra me ka no
I mean you have a point anyway my memory back to a adwadifo na ye mother po so Guta so far mo ye day most mu hear meeting.
Bobie, let me say, seriously, they've done well because say omu pentumua ekwa omu faso de nya ntumu no they want say beba from omu fasa akwan no so no I fine na bibia enkoba say wage say na so I agree perfectly with them but the one say e buy de no so I individual affair yenti say woman I regulate your prices because say oh we are regulating prices
okay
but one year no I still stand say competitiveness and ebema price na den abafom because say 1 year your horse you know uba zongule atuatua so stores ni atuatua so sa uba na upe trumpeter uko bi ho no see 450 ube call the next shop ube catch you say 350 ube ba 450 wa beto umma o they say so yeah ho no system na because a man ton media me see 500 na me go so 500 onu be call 3 times aba na me meet media no so yen market no system na nkasa na ebe tene no ho na obe hu say prices na dey are settle because say me supplier and I say me distributor me dey near free ba na me mateso na me dey ama stores no ABI 45 na say me dey ama 42 Sangro obi aba to bi ama me no musu di kakra to so no musu aton anansa enti sa na ye no enti yen de yen say yen importation yen pepe say a system no because 1 year sir you price yourself out and I bedu baby do ba say uni ama no boy di na uton we ba ko a esan say no boy di no ubeton second one no the first one ska udisa na usika na iden ahye enti wo so wo say ugutumi gum because they say no ye can Nigeria for some Nigerians no quality wise no ono onim say onye Ghanaian ogotam bibiba openi sika or say no the kwa we build this one and the following week pe u kwa ko pe fufu ato eye den na uhwe cables a eye den na ye say cables ukra the free Nigeria ba and I say the free boy ayempene or I say because ye research my who say cables are free sa hono ba nyana no fake inferior cables enti se usi uko di edufudia dia echia de bia uko China uko mokola UTC outside to de bi oba hu China shop no bibiri wo ho obekwa ko to mpobwa sa mpobwa no wa usha 1 week eyewe na why obesa kopiu enti se u compare with quality oba say at the end of it Ghanaian onim say oye timani is a Ghanaian na or we want to mean cheating in Crawford no sir and it's our price wise
so the point is whatever it is yenim say nyame ya doma May ending June July we will see some reduction.
Invite me here and me the price me nyakranka me present price list nam they are saying them na ye ba within the next 3 months na ma sambe catch you
okay
because it is obvious and yes me kasa keke me
importer number
yes me kasa keke me importer I am in the system me tia duty me tia freight me tia sika I send money what I say and I know how the thing works and at the end of it all no and yes me person me excessive profit we be bra go there and what is happening say price no form na to me to bibria usu benya kakra na what san akọ crabio mamba we udisa na stress no nya eden na e ba form because enye better sa importation in that form I obeka say oh me kwa kotam nyama na me de abesi ho na ma bo price no ama price na ko high na me hwe se nkofo ebedu bebi no one kasa you be out of business. Because right. They say no umibra can be concerning policy rate. Yeah, bomb pie say policy rate no ebeba form. Yedi Bank of Ghana share here. They open their doors for us. Say yembra ne omunchechire mu dia omudi policy rate ne ye omudi check inflation. Na de omunchechire mu mayeti ase. But ye hope say at the end of this process is not a good form no at the end next window no it be a policy rate no be form because the policy rate no ba form pe enya effect for interest rates so and the enya effect for interest rates so I can comfortably go to the bank and get capital injection na me dey come sika no na masako cranium amba na eko but say na interest rate no samba form say policy rate number form na interest rate number form never say banks no almost can ho nanso you can access it. It's not affordable until we to make conche until ye pa one say dollar send a dollar na eko form no na interest rate no so
but at least there seems to be some calmness in
the
yes,
the
community.
system is calm. The system is calm because dollar na to dey be a cost ro ayen na yen na and it's a dollar na ba from there. Obo say one kasa obo say at least semi koto dollar and ekra na minya too much stress na me dey kwakoto. O dey say because me kakra na wo no ebetumi atobi na me dia akoye wi me drew port nso a say na dollar rate na eba for no ye expect say ebedru ho no na custom aspect no omunko kan say dollar rate na eba for ba bibi na excuses bi ye hope say na say custom omuso tumi ye wi no say eba for mo quickly no one way nti me ko tia duty na me frame me freight forwarder no catch me say values now or require no duty in way nya about forma nya be bossy
anyway just 30 seconds na me
commander on say ka juma na ye no ye besre aposi 42 IGP ora tete Christian yewonu say one ne men no enkasa
MT24
it says o munyina tu afra kwan ya mo fa so edidi driver for ho no o man hwe ya driver for first demonstration a yen yebeye wo mamu ha against police institution no kwan omo fa so bo yapo make so mo bo yapo angasa say wudru circle na wusi ni pawia ase we within ni say obi ante ukam roundabout or airtime road traffic regulation like 2118
really?
No. Yes,
I see.
Yes, road traffic regulation like 2118 no yes yen ton ade wo ka kwam ukola pass ya baby a say ye fa bus lane no ho nyina ya age afa empanyimfo okro we mo bi anka ho asem ye yire mo ye maame ye namfo nti ya fa ne saa nanso driver ejina baby a ontimi mfa car ne mo nipa na ote bus stop no na police ache no enso nipa na ote kwan no mra no se police nche no
police no so jina ho
o jina ho hwe no o te nipa num wotimi giska no akwaje o charge se bi wa maji say na wo man iska na so a wotimi ko mo moto ade no no agye nsesa de abrɛw me see nyo obi say ada na police for years na kom do cry de nsem na wiase de ehu ni say okɔpɛnsesa me say police baako me ne no wo beef kɛse pa no oni ma police station ne efre no wusu me de ne ko tama wo fa ɛwɔ pips no ya de ne ko ho ka keto bi nke ro na tade ɛma na ɛtɔn adeɛ wɔ kwan mu no timi o penses police yo no makɔ wusu akɔ
na ɔwɛ
sese minim so da so oni ma o so ni obi ma
but ne sasofo bi de ɛwɔ hɔ
sese dia baby a IGP tie mi a La Paz Old Barrier Accra Central ɛyɛ Madina ɛne Circle sese driver for ni complain
na ɔmo consequence
what they hear they
onye kwan
what they kwan say
the sister na na say
da bi o say bi wa ojo the ever they say 20 cedi now we nkuta 20 cedi o man 50 obekwa akɔpɛnse sa
no about 30
police for no bi kura dan book man o maka ni gina baabi no o mu lodu agi booking fee me na me ka kire o
Kwakra Central si ya nyimre ya Kwakra Central
isi omoji booking fee
enso wo na
police for nji
wo na wo besi obi akɔ na wo hwɛ din wase baabi a o gina wa nyina yie no o yonko de agina hɔ ɛyɛ mawia na o ma mo hyada ma jonki fo ni bi akɔgye na wo de afa akiri na posi agye ada na mo
yes you omo at mini stations
papa hwɛ na de ɛyɛ wo wiase ne sɛ o mo obi de esun ekofia na wo jiska ne o ma ekodi siri a wo yɛ ho kura ɛwɔ nsɛm bebre
but say mo yɛ formal complaint ema the new
any nti any yɛ wonsi wa fidie yi so I'm telling you say baby afidie we ni din kwaka no ano ɔden yɛ ka yɛ nim sɛ otie owura IGP a wa bai wo hwɛ sɛ ne aposifo a jubilate ya that means omo penasem papa o man do omo yenie ye mpe adraverfo ne omo ntem ntokwa enye sa one day no ye befsre Ghana police service local government Ahmed Ibrahim trade minister ebeka obi a o so mu nyina mo meboa yen ne emfaka kwanum na mo nkyere baabi a ye gina ye ho masem eno nso de ensem kese ne beba ntine ye ka afa wo so se NCIGP
and obi asende mo se Kumasi Zoo the airtime
are na omo yesa
hey Jatiga or say Kwabena Accra Central enye better
too much you too much
when you no ye passengers o eno mo e kasa no
ade
and now no mo fere ni gi o
enti say IGP untu omo kanso a no mama ye hu ni ehu kwan a ye be fa so ye be yes na ye omo ha ya de mu nyina ye adwuma wi a de anyani ne de abremo Mijiri say
but mon microphone no mon pick your videos camera say
Commander Bobie so person yembo video in Chelsea say betimi abo bebre achi
and then they will crowd there
Bobie
David agbado ya so pro meeting
Bobie meeting and say we all fun so me ka do credit meeting ni dey here me ka dey wo ho no ye ka dey wo ho sisi
I did wo fo so e serious matter problem here ma say so pe meeting
oko ka so a eye time oba Malam Junction a eye time say metimi abobo all the points actually
Kaneshi omo ji age asra kora free driver for
asra no mo hia
yes
hey yes o hia asra na
me say omo ji
o hia asra na
do a omo be fara dan for da bi o commander yes re
okay so Ross says Bobie what the guy in the studio saying is true. I saw one today at Cocoa Board, just in front of Cocoa Board.
Exactly.
Adoko says, Kwabena, come see Kumasi Sofo line. And Yakra. Anthony Parker says, Kaswa, same.
Meba, Bobie. Me asemi me yesa nka me mmoso because ye di hu dwuma e ma ye hu nsunsuanso enne anapai
ene ye
e wa shaiman
ene
ye na e kosopa anti ye bochoboi e de ma me mfa sa akonya so na me mbo the Ashama Divisional Police Commander no me mbo na baso yura Chief Supo Obrako Bempa ya say one MTTD commander no yura awere MC de sa complain come on say they are na ekoso e wo traffic light wo na time driver ni bi wo ho no just say o ma park ho basa na ho no the stations meanwhile no there are approved stations e wo ho a na driver ni bi wo ho police ni gina ho na say wo ko approach na so me kochi na say ya chem dada
oh ya cho dada
na emra no ese wo ye ba ko pene eso mu a me ye kronfo na me ko bokro no na ya chimi ko tum na me sambe Bobie ma ye say ya chimi dada ntima
Yvonne Kilson say Makola School of Law is terrible.
Oh, too much you.
Into the said Amike ye this complain ko anapai there was serious operation now on traffic light to driver say nyina no and that you make sure some frame titi the phone nyina to a meeting e mo strong warning so bia ye be hu so akogina ho ayesa na amani bi mu no intine na no pace I'm speaking no now there was total discipline on traffic light
police for you on my steady
minia buku fi pa
Bobie
buku fi pa logistics
ASP Chum Boabing o Legon police station papa no Mr. IGP say ne ASP no free ho baby a wo say ko no so ode no ko na ndim unim de ntia no ya abotre ya ka omo a no me kwaje pa unim ochi driver ni was driver ni na no monsa enti won ya no mo nkokun passenger ana o ma ne baby tenai
okay
mpa che we aje pa renfo driver ni frɛ ade a che ne ko ya was mo ngo hwe na num wabo.
But he should be punished.
No, Tio was it Tenase and Sunny to any Suria. No, so Anthony Abona Bazan Casani deposit Obia, Kwa Jessica.
Why first time of that? Why we are petitioning your experience?
Wow, minimum man to me and who the order yet. Anti ASP Chumbuabe a wole gon MTTD saa na edi posi papa wo say wo ye adwuma pa ye ka de o ye adwuma boni no so ye be dey ye be ka ono no otimi chi driver o say wo ehin na osu aka besene we dey ade na driver ni
I am say manfo with serious issues o
abata no time
obi asend me Medina main market pacha Accra mobile filling station obi say how do you crazy Accra Central any to do terrible Amasaman almost say Amasaman enye
aban ya hwe ni ye
Achimota old station I tell you hey
aban ya hwe asem we aye kan yi a driver fo anim no obenya time enyo the whole Ghana asem ne kan wonim say we kwan no so ba bi o mo ha adwe po ma bie barrier na satum
ever
asankare kwa de o mo say wo
dia dampare
wo ma say kansim say traffic na dia dada no etwa mu ko nyina mo gini nyina oh me na me say asankare yes ade enti o mo ye hwa no o ma nyaye a me see ye de hyen besi ho na MTTD local government trade ministry munyina munyaye muna munkyere ba bia ye gina beboa because ye hu se mra na esi ye nton ade ka akwa mu no obi ti o wanche no ono tena de wo de o wanche no ade adra for ya anyway
but for an MC adim komo pa ye dam ase na ye nyina ye ni di o man no komo se ya eya yenka enye so a yenka na meeting de beba so meeting de kwa bia so beba so ye da se ora gbodo ora same Uncle Richard ene techi ye da munyina ase na wie happy birthday to you Eliezer Nene Akrofio Kanse, may God bless you and protect you from your father and mother. Mr. and Mrs. Okanse, to you Eliezer Nene Akrofi Okanse. Live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Yes, Dr. Mensa, police need be a loading mine. On a loading. Okay, so Malam Johnson, so Oma mentioned Malam Johnson. Adam Yusuf so batakradia say police ni bia takrade to takwa or your MTTD ni or your MTTD ni but mamenya juma wo ya Ansah na yakọ ba mate say me hu say MPP for na kam me hu say MPP for na kam obi e de your friend say injunction akọ say nkebetimi a enka yenhwe na chief justice ya suspending no they should reinstate her. So they have 5 panel members we are 3 against 2 MPP for so TB da on kwasi asem say na ya na mempe no ya tra 7 nail ho sa there be 7 nails and patch use way mam na
unanimous
ya tra 7 nail ho sa how many years now
ya tra 7 years ya tra ho 7 years
7 years
7 months 7 weeks
yo what dia 5-2 was one 3-2 was one tiasie no omo kekan kwasi asem say I 3-2 na gracious me na fete na fete wenum sankrofo wenti ne ya yenya kwai enifu any dollar ho nkomo no kwasi asem say me tu wanyina me pekọ ya wie ma be kan kwasi asem a kire wo mo wo ma 7 years 7 years 7 months
7 weeks
7 weeks
7 days 7 hours 7 minutes 7 seconds
ya jetum ya nka hwe ya ma 5-2 a na me nim 2 no ya se eyajew ene your friend say jew ne maame ba ko no
no but Kwabena, I don't think say we have to even look out for anybody because wherever it is no Kwabena, wherever it is no say be obi atin so be konso
yes
and don't ever think say you Ansah for nkwa na Supreme Court
ajimi for ti na me hwa ajimi for no
but if you point at
there be one hwa no makai Ansah for na ajimi for yes o kire o jew MPP former you know jew yes jew ne maame bi ka ho me referee din yeso omo na sa eko me da se bro omo na ekoye sa na wo 7 day kra ya tena ho 5-2 ewurade nyankopon Yesu Kristo bibi for timu ya omo de o
omo timu ya omo de o
timu de pani but omo nya ntisa MPP ni nya nipa esa o ma ne sere kura o bi ase 7-0 no mu didi atem 5-2 hwankwase asem o mu gina ho keka ahagba jibifo no ne ene se nka me koni clean wo mo jibi tese wo dwene ho kura na oti oya but yawo
ora
yenya sai we enra woni ho to raise issue bi and I think say anope mesumenya different information on the matter.
Okay.
So according to sources, no say assassin were around in Sawam, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, say assassin were around in Sawam.
In Sawam, yeah.
I think say Nipa 6 ne wuye.
6. I was saying 6 yesterday.
6, yeah.
But
yeah. Nipa 2 are omu wom. Baako papa ne baako ofa frame ne and according to omo no local boys ene kokun omo
okay
ye frɛ baako 1 million and baako so kan fortunately no omo achi omo mienu
yeah
omo ede omo kɔ remand ewo
nsawam yeah
so I don't know where the boko link buy, but that is what they told me. Anyway, so okay, so Herita Bonsu Medase. Me pacho mame site no baby
her leadership.
Her leadership pacho. Me sure so mo sha say yeah wait you say me to no da ho no ne ofa na frame ene no the ose helmet down ne ofa na frame ne okay so 2 1 2 hey asem we se chroma pa na wow 3 yes so many ayens and one boys
yes Debbie okay so that's where the contradiction came in but I understand say I don't know whether jurisdictionally way I see and say way because
in some Bruno almost as a seminal as a bembe
to bono na say BB is I don't know so I think we should straighten it
okay so 4 at least now we have seen 4
They are 6. They are 6.
Yeah, they are 6 in number. They are 6 in number. Okay, so but Kwame fa 2 guys no a my bomb handcuff no to I say mommy at least we need to it's sad but yeah okay so na guy back be kasa na guy back be kasa but yen kan mo you know and I tell for you say they will see Friday you see ahomachi
no it's funny say enya ahomachi but no because time is see na a breaking news no na your show was on
I see
and almost free I think that you had not hosted that day. I think it was.
Yeah.
A million. Wabo modern pa. Kuma man force on someone. Why? Police for no more no more Jimmy for. Say my police order say on be kili obia. Obe kili ni pano fano sheka mu diko. Now they are coach the commander say commander ni pano o say enko kili no ni. The all year no the other side on no who pepe. The other side on no who life back who escape or boarding who soon on the move. Uku amuno ahina ya mau. Unse after 2 days ne ye frefre won't me ye frewa o pick out me kasa. Kwasia onni twasi. We nyina umuya na ye de she police for. Police okokun amanfo tempo a obesi so omunyu agu ka ho. No de amu aba station sana mochi. But the who ko ye no Memphis police for the who ye no omunnimu. Enye informant for no amuka ye ho no a omobo 5 ma wo no a omo coins no la sho omo ankasa be ma yakun wo de mark na hwe me ni bebre ameka kakra me wo kan no na me ka kire why Solomon mo se wa hwe omo nkwa aba seriki nkwara fine also leave la
Yeah, my bomb, omo handcuff no. So bet me the omo toa amaya. Enka the patch up my own ya mama why. No other issues are they say me dealing with. So 3-2. Ya shall 3 wash 7 nil. Obi a shall 3-2. Who there were ya usu so there will be a show 5-3 your friends say 3-2 now or there won't hey
in the midst of this whole conversation there be about
okay so yeah these are the guys, these are the 2 guys we you are white no na omo friend 1 million no and the other guy ucho wani a obehu ono ya alonyono
minim alonyono personally I don't know him
okay wonto na
yes
so these are the but almost say a guy when mienu ne kokum enipa but how can just 2 people kill about 6 people
no they were not just 2 omodoso
woman
leaders of the attacks.
Oh, okay.
They
so
led tax.
The boko for
yes. Omo tax no na omo share omo uniform na omo so omo national security for. They impersonated.
But this guy, I think I know him. The 1 million no. I think I know him. But what can I say maybe? Yeah, na me ka say. The way because according to information no almost 1 million no in some police for in the year juma why no informant part of police people almost me no call operations nyina on say boys no ne police for this agro no or handcuff or bibia or chance or virtually or police ni and our nam.
But in the guys.
Yes, or no.
These guys.
And according to sources, no, also what tie yes, no, kum crofo. I now quite say police for na ako kuomo. But this one it was too clear that he led some people from somewhere to go and that is it. The NTA on also on the side of the whole minimal according to you just say boys not the vigilante groups across the country.
Do you remember say there was a time and discussing vigilante studio here they can say it's in the interest of all citizens of Ghana to take this very seriously because Kwabena
it's terrible.
Hooliganism na as a unity Ghana has say no. ama
yeah when you sue no you sue no na anya oh anyway say when muye chaining just put it back for you know so record no anyway so you free so na yanko okay yeah better Pacho, yeah.
Hooliganism na ahyase and Kufuado a na akoye te se amanfo adwen ye omo se partisan intino e mayen discuss simple because why don't you also create your own something when you think say obi a creative hooligans e Ghana at the time na omo sa Serbian recruits afokoko pie so a man ebufu ya entokwa bae no okay
yeah
if you remember na I think Madam Gladys Asma yiase ena one otiko shia ya otiko bona mane ma odemika ko ho ena Kwabena Japan no even when they raised their voices at some point the public because na akoye MPP and sensemti no we couldn't take our time to really decode and conversation na ekoso no hwe Kwabena I will not predict doom for this country but I know what we have or who we have as the IGP. I understand who Yono is. If not for anything, at least minimum police for omuni midin komo omutimi maminya a certain informed judgment about who Yono is. Say yamwano amana nkwenti asa nyomana Kwabena this country at some point will be ungovernable. Yes.
Because they say vigilante groups all over with weapons.
Who say Lance Minister call a press conference be no say some of the forests now you want I no go area for even the military and the police.
So we ya ka.
And your man Kufuado mashishe wo kwaye mu no. Hwe as far back as I think 2015 2016 when him say okay me bogo so story no me Michael Ampon no say yes sir e bi Kwabena military training a sabio na me armed and me ko ngura ni mu a Kwabena ko mu kun I would have been a goner. These same people who orchestrated they say o mo be e bi me nan for no o me happy before Kufuado bae no opam omu nyina fi kwaye nim and of course an call for under the guise of your friends and community mining and akwa no baako atakra osuya nti ono kra de sisi won na adane campaign manager amadoma ama wo bogoso ho Kufuado a titititi ekuakuo nkete
serious
ba wo mianso so wo bae no wo inherit ade ne kama
serious
and omo wo kwaye nim
serious
and you may koso and tokwa koso Kwabena sometimes I don't want to create
serious because initially some of us na ye gidi say MDC winning for the first 3 months they should go brutish on the MPP boys.
That is why
because then they say they almost say backroom almost say back and they say
integrity
and then me police penny be behind intelligence and then I catch them and say Kwabena say ya nhwe ya e free this time no and near me be koso Ghana street mu no because now afanyoni boys no mo ne they are talking to them but I say no NDC no say as o kan bebre as o peka sere wonnim de woka enti me na meka no sana 2015 2016 akoye from 2012 oka say na we are on top of it and then we are on top of it every day we are no mo dey share baba kamara say Baba Kamara now betray JM. Now say
I know the
meanwhile Baba Kamara
you can't leave that out.
That there be and yes you can say yeah the near system no dada. Baba Kamara issue no na makosia Baba Kamara e wo JM fear mama kobo Baba Kamara din. Even with that one, they did not believe it.
They wouldn't. They wait till
because Baba Kamara was dealing through a year Edu, Santa Baron.
Yes,
and Santa Baron was my guy. Santa Baron taught a year Samuel Kulan Cruiser. Santa Baron and a day South Africa for movement and a McDonald. Yes, I did. On the map, South Africans.
South Africans, yes.
Says Santa Baron or shuttle.
Yes, South Africa.
Tambo Bay Airport.
Yeah.
And she Santa Baron yes, I did. One Santa Baron kwaji Bomia office in 2014-2015. And he Baba Kamara no. Some of us we saw it. Na me ko JMFA not countrymen sano. Me ko to Baba Kamara ufio na me ko resist. Ewo Baba Kamara nim. Still Roman Jenny.
Yeah.
Yet to abe we afa de omo se Baba Kamara. Na me say na nya asem no na me ba fie be ka kire mu. Mugabe isu kosia Baba Kamara no kokonto kwama Mugabe ka kire Baba Kamara so de nsa be wonani. Because ye dey yet street ni mu.
Yeah.
Ni ye hu ade kra Baba Kamara eye. Afa de to abe we yom say Baba Kamara na ade chi onu ani nua. Na me say na nya ade we na ye Baba ka kire mo say ade Baba Kamara na MPP fo no eye ni. Oh se asia enti wo hu bibi kura wo hu se
na da bi se kura ko hu bibi na wo kan wo fear ne se wo ko kan me asa akote to se Bobie abeka sesei wo yesei
enti
me hu party wo wi ase a ni nyansa atofom di se because sometimes no I quite say NDC no omo person be more Catholic than the Pope, holier than thou.
The way afenyanom the boys ni be krom omo be krom no
demonstration awokoye no macho man no de ye den
dangerous serious
pede e wa unu akatachie so ye demonstration awokoye macho men e no didi na chi no de nam krom hooliganism
galamsey boys na omo asese omo be krom.
Yes.
But
Mummy and Kwaka say ye fight against Galamsey and so yeah and ye too.
But
anyway,
because say if we have a group we have a group omutimi ko ba bi kum Ghana for nsia egu asase so serious.
It's serious.
As Friday no
easy.
Yes. Aye din sa no matese say we CID department no a press conference on it. Unfortunately, I'm saying production crew want me to follow, right? Anyway, so
it would have been better.
Yeah. But man for so anyway, but it's media.
It's very dangerous.
Media. What we are seeing, no.
Very
Any also a youth organizer at TV, so Metro TV, a catcher say. For 4 years, they will make Ghana ungovernable. And this foolish boy is walking around on Namzongo, throwing his weight about. On Asamoka enka. Oshaswa and she. So who said ye dio, Kwanu Tumo, would ye Chresao, would ye din pebidio? Just I exactly what? And one say, yeah, say you did now there will be kind of video say Casao say you don't know exactly what and one say Oshana we the bebre so I'll be kind now one kwaye when you're time for and but because look this says guys me yaw and yaw ne honto and rana minim mo boss no anopay me da ho ena emutu abusuafo hye ase se omo ne me e kasa so what we say a community terrorism complete oh terrorism no obi free Niger no aba no obi free Mali aba o no aka se ma set counter terrorism kan e bi atisi baabi a community. So if you don't watch the community terrorism well, chale
Serious.
And especially when you are dealing with these guys. Well. You see, Shirley, Sadia when a yana moka, a yana, Shirley, men person benya asem. Because a young crisis, some now cano. You are closer to Kofi Buachi. Why don't you tell Kofi Buachi? Kofi Buachi also bomb.
No, but I think that is rather a complimentary. You say
no. Listen to me, Mame. Let me finish. Asema mokano. Asema na mo trabonte kano. Inti me newsman na me makwa ko hu ade ayakum ni pensia no. Just me drive ko Kofi Buachi fie ko bona amane. Me so microphone. I shouldn't talk about it.
No, that is that the point.
That is the point. And Obia obet and this for no Obia or no bedin Kobobia or Nagrin Yaju bet test to be a small can no. And they are Jewy and Cano Abontin, and Diakum Nipensia.
Is that what people are saying?
Bekai, say one Timmy. Yakum Nipensia was so. And the kind of things we are seeing. Now go watch no community, I mean, meaning Grovo no Missia.
So, Kwabena, I was ending.
I didn't know if I could watch in Ankaho. Oh, you know, bong.
No, I was.
No, say.
No,
on Gaho.
Ekaho.
There be on Gaho.
On Kade.
On Gaho, security.
Okay.
Now I've heard the idea, baby.
Okay. But I was ending on something. Say, you see, because of what Akufo-Addo was doing, it also brought up another very new and very weird dimension of the Ghana Police Service that was into terrorism. Emma, we raised some of the issues, some of them because of how classified they were, and how we didn't want them to degenerate into the controversy of and all these things. If you remember
deal with community terrorism first, deal with community terrorism. You see, now the situation at hand, how me share videos from Aswasene other places where area boys are active group or A2 enubone sosa till. Now, somebody called me last week from one of the Zongos communities. Boys no moton hard drugs no. I targeted nuanom Zongo communities no kobubu drug a dino target that they want to fight them and kill some of them. Last week somebody sent me a message and a video tape from your friend is a central region. Almost what they say. So my point is, why should you leave security in the hands of the citizens? That after the citizens know what to say, just a want your friend is say, want me pacho, Mr. Minyajuma, Ewo Jubilee House, pacho, Mr. Pacho, Mr. Media Radidi, Pacho, Bibri, Mr. And Jubilee House, no, you knew almost security, so you can't blame them. Obi to say Honorable Felix Kwachofusu security as who go blame him say one young day says on your day. And I say Kalistus on your day, Julius Zebra on your day. We have people, we should they should sit down and crash the system. Unim, when people feel like no, things are not right, they say a Mexico, any a Venezuela no. Drug issue no G1 no. Yene mom say some more vigilante groups. Unim say Haiti. Vigilante groups no and akofa problem abrewom.
Yes.
When the citizens,
because they are not professionals.
Yes.
They can't do what professionals can.
What do you say?
In Tiabasana, and I will say there are methods that they fighting you maybe.
Omo just civilians, they don't know.
Even Krano, sir, I remember say watchdog committees in your man. After some time, no, it was advised say even community Kran, watchdog committees in your man. you should allow for the Ghana Police Service to train them. I want you maybe because omonye professionals, and so they are able to do things haphazardly. Knowing who the current IGP is,
we just hope.
I just pray.
I'm scared though. I'm scared.
He
because
takes notes.
Samsung go say no. And yema ebo boba no. Because boys now omukobubu drug shops no. I imagine say they'll retaliate. And Haiti and those places, you look, this they say Haiti, omo gang leader no waji corona boss no. Or your police ni eya or your criminal. And omo yi na di. And no yes, and no court na or no Haiti capital. And no yeah na you say near me ekoso no so better vigilante group. Na all the abo a young crofon by and as say what done criminal.
Why na youth organizer for the MPP?
Salam.
And you're not now.
And Americano. And Americano. Salam T Metro TV.
Career no.
Woko.
And then police a friend on the net say, what now so be say?
Police friend say, yes, and see me and say Girugu.
Send ye in Kitahudi no. Say minimum force police for a to me, mom to me use. But send come friend on the net say. Ya tese wako kase ni sei ewo akase fidie so ehye nkofo okutupa ene sei me frɛ police pani ba ko na me de ya futuo sɛ he said the enro course so afenyo ma kan etimi abo police ni asum no ye ko demonstration no
crazy
a police fo mum na ekobo yen
it's crazy
omobo yen no ye de ekuro ko fie ye nua ba ko ni nani kura pae okay ya se koba se
nipa 6
obi akokum nipa 6 afenyo ma kan abo police asum keka ko ebedu baby no people would just have to take some things like taking the law into their own hands.
That is the danger.
Ena ye preach against. So ora yo unu say we wu tie kasa fidie ya.
Danger.
Se wuntie mpo a me gidi say waposifo no ene o monitoring team na omo ewo ayin ho no omo tie.
Hwe enano we amwase.
Take note.
And unim the way the city we call silent no. Unim say we amwase ekum ehwafo 6. 3 weeks ago. There were 6. Someone to be ankai different figures were coming.
Okay.
Say gang so I mean say ehwa for the say we are more ni bia wo benya wo ehwa enclave num bia no they will kill you. And now obi na ho a the yan so bia ka say we will free we are more say problem. The way the gangs are and gangs ni nyina no MPP boys are omo system. Yes.
Because you don't treat some of these things with kids.
They should flash the system. They should crash the boys. They should finish them.
Tame them.
Tame them. I must say, more threatening says, oh my, and galam say, Nidia, you better kruma be
Aye, Mamumra. Mamumra.
Who are you to threaten your mama? Who are you?
They do it.
Then you are sitting on Metro TV.
After having done that, Nipana, I was say, oh yeah, Nejuma no so no. Because your family say, oh, John Mahamadi, Wokochini, Chrono, and the best Albert Fresh Munyano. What you say? Sometimes I was saying, pet me, and who say, Copim say, oh, Bettini Panano. Yeah, funny tra.
And now, Obia says, yeah, quote, Brad Champo, a tax.
What the tax na e bibia
akwagogu kwawa himfie.
Yes,
so just imagine say
and wasi hene tio onu asi wo hene asem we maka
and this
makon your friend is saying baby anu amenko ye
this other half no so anya abotre
dan pare ko ye nyina chi tax ne da so gu ho it is other half no so sorry say and me na me your hene dada me na me gazette chief wo so your hene na ehefa na oman a ye de mra ye adwuma mu wo timi si wo ho hene wa bra yen gazette wo na wasoa ntoma etuma mu kan mu fin na wasoa no de nam
why should
all because Brian Champion na esi me hene
why should you
Brian
allow
Champion kwasia we and wasi hene
MPP 4 boys
emoa
still holding guns, moving through the streets, moving through the zongos? Why should you allow them? Ya de na ya busuafo
okoye
ya busuafo
wo video ni bi na komu koku hene no
I have it.
yes komu koku no
I have it.
komu koku
I
no
was too shocked.
ama sese no ono so minim waja ahemfie na mo ena odi ni hene no wo National House of Chiefs Regional House of Chiefs na wo sabi wo Brian Champion se ensuo enyina wutirimu a ekura a etise kwawu enyansafo ni enimdifo ni esikafo kuro tise kwawu wo kwasia we na wo kosi hene ofui we
Ha you know
na system ne so te wono mo hwe no
ade no ekoso no
no mo hwe no
because sa boy
no
we
mo hwe no
boy we ahomachi ena menya call from Ansah. Also make us say I was busy throughout the weekend. I couldn't follow.
no you had a lot of
The crazy.
we had heard it on Friday. It was breaking to us, but unse obi timi frɛw osi bibi ikoso wa ha. Sometimes obe breaking news ni wie na obehwe na enya no kra the image of the station one kasa reputation in your manual but
Chale.
after we found out say enya no kra no habra na mesi afem
This
any so mu dwane a
yeah when you say
you see adi akoche omu no
when we say akwa we akwa yi a pole kotoko pole
yeah
guy no okun no
yes
MPP bodyguard o
yes
tax ni bi ena MP na fa na di na chi
yes
etu anu mu use no MPP time no ye no anu odi kun no
yes on kwa de say kan no de war ne kon.
Why should you allow all these guys to be walking around doing whatever they want? Look, and just this afternoon.
Ohini mua. Oye kuro hini. Ubunzo wa the tax edinachi. Sofo na tax
dinachi.
Entino wono wa ukrampo wa kwako do baby a wo baby look at your pedigree. Who believe in integrity?
Me now
Ghana Police Service. Yeah, proactive. No one can say me who say your hene. Now the tax na mo. Metro tax na.
Say on hene etimi.
I don't know also hene to me I carry tax along.
On hene to me.
Another police to me your friend is saying so for to me carry tax along.
On hene to me pie baby. Na boys 5 obia kura pump action. Ajagraja. Etimi pie baby. Boys 10 obia pump action. I'm like what is happening?
Insecurity.
What is happening?
And
enti nyansani bia pani bia ni kromo a obe sorry like hey no we will agree so nobody
can say wa ko gina yi ase na ohini bi ba
near to people
na sabi esan ho otro no ye ka kire wan ye wo ba ko bia no de to draw de agum na pay no kra pokra kwamna fa ho a enya de ketwa o
chale
I mean it has become the norm it has become the norm
yana enti me ba radio soon dance yana ya medin because yana say o kasa do so too much
and it's like where o ferry food di bone o ni pay di bone so say o ko ka hwan de no wagya hwan de enti no time bia no yana me pese at least let's prick our conscience because say no o man ni ya emu ya beja na say ye ka say Kwabena, we have friends who behave like tax.
They are walking around.
Sani pano, otemeni already esua. Ni tibua ni nidi. Ono so wa ne boss. Ne boss ni bi ebi outgone. Ebi wa abemu. Omusia.
Say no.
A collaboration. Wo no kra no wo ka no kra no. Owo ti baby no almost.
Debi o, e say collaboration o.
Na we.
Organized crime.
Yes, nipa 6 year o ma we. Obi wofa, obi papa, obi ba, obi chese.
Organized crime. Organized crime is when the two political parties endorse tax. And the boys na no more MPP no. The same boys no na NDC time me omo kromo. So even when you tell them crash them and they have a particular place or money free. Enti adna kwa akoye menuanom. Enti untimi kana kese bia na ade no akonkon ye so na ade no
boys na timi koye nuoma bi. No ma sa abebo amane.
Oh. How can someone here na nipa 10 will be a crap pump action no more ba and they say what ni bia what tax or ni bia what tax or ni bia what tax sa no mu kokum enkra no mu su obi hima etu asemi bia o or tutuo no ten ene kun no okay be ya am say December mu
November
December mu ya to ba wie mu won no a o mu si no hima o ena kwase bi kura tuo obu ha wonim kuro etuo kura na ekura no aya behu na asofo we movie a na etuo egu omo cars mu na omo kura tuo na omo kura da omo sia jaguraja na omo sre then I'm like are you that stupid, are you that dumb?
Sad
say tuo no omo register so omo register here odwene wa wonte ase
na oni ho akubusa
and obi antimi nka ho asem and obi ahwe saa because okoken obi bubefu ntino enti odi menka odi ejai what kind of nonsense is this?
Oh, Papa Duncan Williams
what is one more okrabi
the bodyguards now nam na tue na dane ne nchemu sei
Duncan Williams is okrabi
Duncan Williams wo nam we usuro hwan
David okrabi
oh bodyguards a omo kra tue a chese tue no omo nam wa bia o mata so I mean upa ubo nyankopon pa ye no usuro hwan
it's less than bad
time but edu ba bia na akoye say omu nyina no o ferry phone edi bone oni hwan ko kasa o comfort call na ba yare ade na koma hwan wo hina wo ti apakan wo si usuro se kasa ebe wo na omo nam fam a omo so apakan na omo abokola no ni na sisi fam
chale
ono so wanka sen
chale
wo koda chese security wo fie o ti trasako security wo bebia am be fa bia security wo ho wo ni my IGP wo betimi kura fafo afra IGP wo so oda so tax it least to so nya den
sometimes
wo so kura make won ka boni anim boni muna mudie eti Kwabena Bobie Ansah nka den least to be ka den
sometimes say na nipa ho
so because sometimes because
I don't see myself living in a country obi wet me atwituo say nipa nsia go no
na Kwabena
hell no you can't tell me to keep quiet over this
no.
I mean then which means I am so stupid I am so dumb
Kwabena it brings it begs the question of why John Mahama eba bontin be kan that yi say reset e hona ema enkomodie no eyede say does John Mahama really mean to reset this country? Does he? Because if he does, then I think say the reset is bigger than we envisaged. What you say? Because every facet of this country's security architecture, no, there has to be a proper reset. A proper reset. Sure, Ghana for wish to live in a certain old age.
Yeah, can't say we flash the system. It doesn't
necessarily mean Koye Boni Ansah no Obia. No, but it means a lot to reset.
Flash it because ye ni mo mo street omo ya boys say hu omo daily mo onim de ya na eye me time wo mo ho na onim time ayeda mo se ayi cantonments glass muna cantonments ne Trasako na mo we nsama ne bo 2 am 3 am
air condition mu
mo tie condition mu
awon ne ehuru ne
wo nima de kro bra never tra kwa ho
eni o man fa wani achi
but tra kwa ho
unim red
but tra kwa ho man mo be ya 3-4 am e wona ubewunu se 7 nim krom ana minim krom what the damn glass room ya so yes you so that ya de champagne aba na to na akeka nkwase asem ana wo waja obi na nipa kron sa asem o ka kire no ye no kro se nya no kro na aka se ne ka se yes Rolling Star mo sorry si krom wo movie o ko ha no you what o ka se there okay so look, then move. You move. When you move, you will see. We meet these boys every night. We meet them. We know them. They are there. The same boys no Akufo-Addo use the same people. Some are our friends. We know them.
Oh, for example, Kwabena Kasembi, and it will shock a lot of people. It's not to spite a say Ubi. Me so much details. No, I'll talk about something briefly. I won't be very. I'm guided. Say we are Ghanaian. Na sebi. Party you so do akoye adwuma na win election. Na wetimi akodi bone. Na party no say there be bone ya udi ye de ntimi ma me support. Na party for na bia saba be na say there be e wo say ya support nipa na wadi bone no. Where in this world are we not civilized? And I say civilization ye nka ho. So me metiwe list to metiwe na me ankasa me ye nipa abse bi adwene da metirimu na me ametimi afa se kan dia kotwitwa me yonko nipa na yes because list to what radio so ye campaign ma John Mahama ntino John Mahama hwese ye be yi list to wala free aban kukum na nya sa eyanim guase ye sa list to obeda aban kukum wa bra list to wala de se kan akotwitwa ne yonko nipa na ti da bi nipa adwene ye adwuma na. This is what was happening in MPP. Now say NDC for say I want to say yakoche omu nipa bi and also so hansem bebre na say nipa no ye den omu chechemi we na say there bi say wayem from so no wagye atum say wayem from so de a mo mamra no intake course punish him we NDC ni o MPP ni o pani pa timi afa phone e ba be frɛ obi ana no mi hey, because I say me say ni pay afi wo me say am si opani unyanko amfrɛ me dey say me fan me feature list to me ye bone a mamra ni me ni si finito because say me ye bone na mamra ni me ni dia me no me dem ra be say me say ma ye bone bebre in the end me gumani mu ase me ku joma ma ni mu ase me na ma say me very careful because Kwabena me amafo kra dwen say me joma ma na da sorry etinu me ye prim and proper. Se ne be ya me nkoye because ko ka obi ni o magu sesie ya John Mahama nkola no enti na me careful no na se John Mahama mpo sebi ne ba Sharaf munam hoi se Kwabena wo de opa ma Sharaf nya asem kitu abi hwe ha o mbetwiti asem John Mahama ba enso hwe Akufo-Addo mai David o unim de ya na ye metan o mo po ma bo mo brother da o unim de ye metan wɔn ɛwɔ soro no wɔn abusuafo no wɔn ma ni nkwasi asɛm o dabi o bɛ da akɔ akɔto sɛ Julius Zebra ba egyina kwa mu di nkwasi asɛm ɔnyɛ ɔteaba ɛna ɔbɛka akyerɛ sɛ adeɛ wei unim na akɔkɔ ya sɛ unim gɔfada wabenya problem obeyi wama why to talk about totopiko achi talk about bebrolati obi anu obegya o ko bi bu achi no mu nya sɛ ko unim wɔn di nkwasi asɛm no eyi choboy for no omo wonso for no ene disa enkwasi asem no but you see yaw na enkwasi asem no nyina so feel say nipa no feel say they have neglected us MPP problem na kobai no on say boys no dom TV vigilante no a omo ko attack RCC omo say so mo attack security installations no ena omo atuo no omo kire omo kwa say ne omo nko ewuram na mo nkotu galamsey no. Yes, Kandapa na yes ade no. Kandapa etu egure mu nyina maka se mu ya maka tre Kandapa no amu. Me said that send any message. Me send a Kandapa message. No ye national security minister no. Me send any message catch and say offer we nipa bonini.
etu ewo wura no mu nyina kandapa yo obi anka ni kwa send this buy enkofa no hodi
o na wo ye bone no wi a waka kire me say if you see something say something
kandapa yo obi
meanwhile the something is your something
senye yonkofa na political class a kandapa mesi me say that send kandapa message say wo ye nipa bonini oman we na wo say no kandapa na sesa eye cast atuo ni nyina omo manyire no emusa se kandapa atuo no abeka kire ye say ayira no sa atuo be ye friends say 32 boxes no enyefa NFI eno mo jai ma de. So when NDC won this election, on say Langas no any boys no a omo ye galamsey no omo form alliance. Oh, esro for ni didi. Enti e form for no. The reason why Rollins won the battle against the MPP was that it's me against you. What do I say?
Yes.
But when the system is a little bit compromised, that oh ye nipa bako, oh we are friends, oh we won't say jinaponi ni onuano we will have no mudidi. The moment those analysis no ever started penno, then a form for no so now
yeah so funny why
you know nama problem aba ewo galamsey site no a young people for boys no na friend these four boys and say look
momra ni entrance
so dey beje pit no now so two o dey kakra o dey wo so enti say soro for no. So as much as JM no Air Force said they will fight the galamsey, there's a new trend going down there. And if we are not able to create
who say John Mahamane a friends a Kufuado a friends are me kwani me nuanya friends.
What should I do?
I was having any friends
because me say no my Daniel Kufuado a town for forever.
Oh yes, but they say who watch them say you will be a friend or dog.
But you see, you're saying to me and create that Rollins perception that it's me against you. Obian's road system says you. A two crab boys no chroma pan, a two crab boys no chromano. Who be na oyama show say the bain war now bush and you be a victim. Obima, if you're back, my boy says, if you're back, Munipa too.
Yeah. I was driving you towards something. When you find out, say, an IGP could lead or could cause the death of 15 people in Botiano, 7 people in Savannah region, 3 people in your friend is saying in Kranza, some others in some other people's sites differently. Kotrasako koshe nipo mukumo. Dan parade asune namo. That's only namo. And one is a yinedi. Or tifie. Or that's only namho.
Most of him be too galamsey. Or he no or two for a catcher or no afraid BNI for. BNI for report of the Como 2 for each sampa or in a chairman to galamsey. Or 2 for 2 or he no. BNI for report or in a chairman go back to site.
Yes, I hear number say.
Says I hear no other
Befa or Hinin, I hear two galamsey.
Yeah, I saw you fast adwa.
Anyway, fast adwa. Anyway, fast.
So, which means go back to the site and work, but man, you're Hinibu. Then I'm like,
Yemfa Krobia, I hear into galamsey. Into Krobia, they were running away Pilato and were running, say, so be kwa kutu galamsey, the af Macunya tomorrow. It was running, sir.
Me wanna or
Enti akasa ban.
That's it.
Maye na djuma.
That's it. Me wa report to Kwabena na ekwakipo.
Yo. Na se ohini sabi krobia refia
sa. Enano me sia.
Eni body amabuso.
Enano me ame papa kipo. Enano me sia no jowulu.
Say no.
I
think say me no what helps.
We dey me say radio na mejai.
Dabi enyai say no. Akoya say wo do nsa to abrewa aduanim. Dia wo bedi. Na de tie ni say Kwabena. Me no mani a age e wo nneoma we bi hu no. Eye the code of conduct enra omo elonche ye no. Kwame when you be akan.
Me say
When you be akan.
from this weekend when you na me be.
Misrao.
Senka dwoma me yire wo mo pass wo mo mu atwe wo mo ase yire didi e wo Awurade Nyankopɔn.
Kwabra. Me say na wo kwabra wo asema wo kan. Unim wa ankasa wo de hye wa de nyina Yohane Suboni unim no. Obi a one wo sere no wamuna. Obi a wamuna no wasere. Enti kwabra, don't ever take it for a ride. I think say now what can be there?
Send run by me fu in but I've listened to yourself. And I'm chief of staff also.
Mr. Ko pe bi ne kan. Na hwe se o ko be do se o be ya appointee.
So go be do so be ya appointee.
We dey ko pe bi ne kan.
Yeah, you see, look.
Oh, na afa so o say your mama is trying to also play a certain you say any kwan say me muna na metin. What you say? He wants to smile while he plays his game. But I think say
no, the game is ongoing.
Yeah.
Once we mentioned two things.
Yeah.
When it comes to legal issues, you don't expect your mama to be doing things.
No, he won't.
Basa.
He will not.
Nobody even in the NDC will allow him.
No.
Right. So that processes they are on. Last week you charge me right now. You know me problem because from where I sit, I know that they are now in full control.
Yes.
The AG
they are in charge.
Yes, the AG is moving.
Yes.
So that one is but you see my issue. The way the MPP is threatening the system. The way exactly. Now what is now what is no? So me over test what is now. When Satiana what they test what no. One chance and next what? Next time one for food no. Emma. Also test what I you say. Would you when you say muna ten? And two people say I dare about to say for food the brand. No one say what the short a friend say short sleeve. What is short sleeve?
Was it Somalia?
No,
long or short sleeve?
Rwanda.
Short or long sleeve? Open short.
And it's also a testing system, no? Now we got Metro TV at threaten. We will make the country ungovernable. We will do this. You will say. Yeah. Well, someone send out their shame soon. I don't know. I will test you.
Meanwhile, these are the same comments that almost started say almost a year Wabrana Jomama present 2013 2017. Obeka say almost she generator no. Na omedi kan bohu deru. Okay. Uni say na say omaya achimota bi.
Achimota nko a.
Na say ya o.
There be achimota nko a. Wo mo share la pass there.
Yo.
Well, I don't know.
Unim. Domama omunim MPP for no, omunim omo. MPP ni typical MPP ni oye wudini. Oye mamboye ni typical MPP ni oye wudini mamboye ni a ne sutu treni wudini ebini wiase. Ono no wo sheda ye te se amo ukronfo keje ti akronfo no. Wono na ewia no ono pa awie o. Etino sa wonya very intelligent a unhu kronfo no because kronfo no ono na epa ya wi no nipa so bebo mo amane ade we na ekoso a na akoye friendship emre bi pani bi kan se bi kire me efi ho no me na gudie no akoye nitie oh we num de eja se onum se eni wani bi ho a akoye se ya be ya busua oka ya be ya busua na ena hu se
untimi nkyeremu yie wa abonten
ena na che se mintimi eni wu nkoso eni agro se ne me pe no because MPP ni na no ankasa asimu pampampa abebo me amane se listo wala de we na ekoso ya me nkofo na eye me nkofo na eye na me minim se wo na ye pani a se bio metimi esu a kire wo
look at
na maba wanim na meka me sha se se meka na wo ba amane se we die baba ebusuani yo
hwe se MPP vice chairman na ono akwatra TV so sɛ ɔfrɛ MPP foɔ nyinaa national security ni ana BNN ni ba ofie a bonutuo kuno na ɔnam ɔno ɔmo frɛ no champion chairman
wɔyɛ adeɛ
me unim sɛ mehwɛ video no I'm like really
wɔyɛ adeɛ
really
wɔyɛ adeɛ
and NDC MPP ATS Akufo-Addo Bawumia NDC vice chairman betimi ofo so ampafo akɔtena baabi
adi ni nkɔmɔ
ɛyɛ ayɛ nkora nyɛ ɔne kan o ɔmo generate yɛ
Kwabena na ɔne kan na ayɛ den asɛm bɛ na ɔka wɔ mu a ɛyɛ asɛm
whole national chairman ofo so ampafo
ɛdeɛ
na MPP vice chairman
ɔno kura nso sɛ ɛsɛ ɔno ara ɔnyɛ bɛrima enough
na
me na me kan ti deɛ na abɛyɛ yɛ na me hu
MPP vice chairman Kwasi Aweyi
ayi
ɛtumi akɔtena television so just about 3 weeks as a month ago say national security ni o say BNI ni o ɔba for arrest ya bonituo ekuno yɛhyia yɛn namfoɔ no baako odwowuru na ɔkeka Kwasi asɛm hyɛ Kwabena sɛ de obi a ɔbɛba me mfie me bonituo ekuno mehwɛ dabio megye di na meka no mtun sɛ baabi a wofiri ba no woyɛ nua ti wobɛtumi ayɛ afa ho adi ti wo deɛ me sɛ menye ɔmo akyi ni o me MPP ni ka asɛm a I don't argue I don't argue unnim baabi a odi agorɔ kɔnti no yɛ no ɔmo hyia no ɔmo ka asɛm no asɛm a yɛ din hwɛ ɔmo saa na mekɔm baabi because okɔ sɔ so sɛsi a wobɛnya problem last minute nti me tie bi saa because how dare you na efiri ne so a na Mustafa Salam aboa wei kraman ba wei no ɔno gyina radio TV so say they will make sure say Jomama nya asomdue da adaya Chief Justice na wo yi Charlotte say no wo say Jomama ɔwrɔ ne ho wo say asɛri nkati awrɔ ne ho anase wo say totobi kwa che wrɔ ne pieto wo krom a we jojo we disagree osi dia obeye na abeye they allow you to do it and now no dia edrus no apply the same law who to be contra Metro TV catch and say you make sure hey Mustafa Mwanya o they say the Mwanya o na munito ada be fa bone no mo be gye mo ho gina wo krum ha say na obi akosakosakye ni trim ada be fa bone pa no mo be hu bibi. You just say this and waka oko. Ofo so ampofu ye ni meeting. When yasumdue da. Bepemene. When yasumdue da. Ofo so ampofu ye ni meeting. Asem no wo court. Your court na oba. Mustafa.
Ede na sami jamfi ye ya okan ya ye invite no si ade.
Ede na sami jamfi kan. Sami jamfi kan ade. Okande na onu koka aboa wei koka wei tibia gina wo ni police ni ate gina say mebobon haya Jesus my savior
and on there maybe I'm just looking at a few things say mo invite you mo esemwara ne bedru ho
ena same on to send me no Benedict Peters you say why say ono the cars akwa cross nkrofo bi
yes yes Benedict me madam for pa Benedict
eja
how can you do this in Nigeria
empo na mkoda
person me can a few
Chief Justice 1 minute
sima ba ko de ana ebe na so
aso na so ya grace o bibi yo
so their friends just so that at least we are able to understand what the justice system is now. There is a question here. I'm saying, see a buyer. Almost say show us the clause in Article 164, 146, where it says the timeline for notifying the CJ that a petition for her removal has been received, and this was said at the Supreme Court. Around there are a few questions here. A back upper is able to at least guide the public. I would say the justice system is the only or the last hope Ghana for nyina. Now, to believe say sebi intentia intimi more minor is believing say it's better to not even have laws governing us as a people. I will urge all of us as citizens to believe say sebi baby ayedru no emra ene boy ho bra enti let us abide what must say sebi ema obi me faw enkonko ye ne political your friend is saying campaign launch under the guise of demonstration. What you say? Question here, you busa go for me when to me and answer.
Obey day.
And nothing a year through a year case out. Another very important question, Kwabena, Debia Mibusani say, Emra Ben the Ura Mahama Wafum. In all the processor, Omo are undertaking. So Emra Bien you are Wafum there. Yabesre. Say, we are opposition here. It doesn't mean you should be irresponsible. You have to be responsible. In all thy behavior, be responsible.
Yeah, but I am say, yeah, what can I say? Me no nyadne. Well, who say people ni are responsible?
I know, that's why I'm advising. Until on that note, no, Mestre say, even though meaning say we are irresponsible, be responsible at least for once. Na mon chassie na mon sebi nyansa yede ni partner ewiase. Mokoye eni afimpo eni busumi nsiampo mokoye eni busumi nsia. Nenso so no Ghana ni bie ni wono mo ani refi sebi monema boni amoni yede tena maimu. At best, won't come on untum. Because the more now Sebio mu bie monu moto hu no na e bon. At best, won't come on untum. Because asem bie ni one ma obekan bedwam na. Unless you want to let me believe say the word opposition is what is guiding you all through, because you need to just oppose to everything that
you see
sense.
The issue is not about opposing, Nana. The intent in all what they are doing is that omumbu NDC for omumbu Ghana for, as we said yesterday.
Yeah.
These rogues, these stupid people, they don't respect anybody.
But also no I won't blame them because
and they want to show some sort of bravado.
Yes, but I will not blame them because if we are see ubu and yebu.
Oh, they want to no, but Nana,
me.
Yes, Nana, any partner we need power.
Yes,
4 months.
Yes.
John Mahama ne Jena no poku. Wama adwene nisu say omo be focus on pursuing people while they lose sight, because them microphone assay system not too much.
Yeah. So Kwabena, look at the achievements. It's because they have kept their eyes off them. Because they can be the most destructive factor. But so why won't you get others to also do their things?
Well,
it's not division of labor.
Yes, or question them to do. Yes.
I was also man conform who sent cophobia or modi or many yano. I was say almost a year.
Mamu who said also one quasia for. Ma almost who say, ya who won't crop for our do economy with their money. But my MPP for who say also one quasia for moi. Massa Miatra or Munyans would dia gra a year wa ha. Na month boys are almost a massa. Would dig a year now we are bed ye be woo our ha. Aha. Once and quasia for way a good for Jimmy Forno on Bessa Demudin no matter.
Me too, Fubi, maybe. Na
Hi.
Kwabena Pentecost for chairman if ye say yentro beware of dogs engu ni fie gate anwa ono a Holy Spirit ɛna ɛbɔ ne ho ban ɔno asa atɔ nkraman ma ɔmo aduane di sɛbi mpɛduasa wokɔ ne fie a ɛwɔ sɛ oyɛ yɛatwerɛ beware of dogs beware of dogs now ɛdeɛn nti na aban ɛwɔ economic management team na ɔsaa wɔ ne security foɔ ɔsaa wɔ policy ɔsaa wɔ because once you form a government no policy o soja o bibia o ɛkɔ so bia no you should control what is wrong ɛdeɛn na ɛbɛma aban bi bɛma ne ho ayɛ te sɛ or behave more Catholic than the Pope na afɛnyɔma ke abo policy ni asom ɔte hɔ yɛnyɛ ne hwee obi timi ti gyina sɛ woyɛ amɛbobɔ wo
ɔka sɛ police ni o
woyɛ amɛbobɔ wo
na nyɛ nipa papa bia
na nipa kɔ ne nam hɔ
nyɛ nipa papa bia sɛ ɛyɛ koka na koka wei wo mfa aba ntono mmɔne sɛ aha dwiri fɔ no nyina ngu fam
na ɔnkɔdi hoho ɔbɛyɛ a ɔne ne kunu kofi kɔko yɛ a kofi hwie ne sum baako mmienu ɔse kofi wonyɛ kofi nii ka wei kɔ kofi a no akɔdi hoho
obɛduru fie ni abusa sɛ ɔkɔyɛ dɛ ɔsɛ mekɔka kyerɛ police ni sɛ mɛbo no
sei na ɔbɛka no so I think say John Mahama is too focused on getting it right.
But you see,
he
as much as you are focused, you don't allow some stupid people to destroy your
gains.
gains.
Distractive factor. What I say, but I think say much as to Tony Mano and your matter to ne bi nie o Kwabena ubetimi ama economy na ye perfect but the kroma yehu you be find ya kwa akogye ani because 24-hour economy no me baby me die say an admit my night club because after a hard day's work
no but say me investor
mamoye
me investor
yes
ochina yakum nipa 6 wa
I'll be afraid
ochina yakum nipa
say about terror
ochina yakum nipa say wa ha
terror
ochina guns exchange wa ha boys exchange gun
terror
you no think and your economy in day and lose guard with your security
you have lost it
you are doomed.
It's like losing control on yourself.
You are doomed.
You know, I think
also akoto car no car no e kapa e correct but who drive no what that way actually e be kunti say old car.
Yes,
you need to take charge and this almost someone kwasiafo na say aboa we to say salim so wajimia somebody must some more so tia say yes you won kwasiafo sa te say wo seso.
I'll tell you why MPP was bold.
Oga come say MP NDC to say MPP.
I'll tell you why MPP was bold to misappropriate funds, to steal and embezzle all those things now. Kwabena, I'll tell you. When you say Professor Mills, the behavior and MPP a babontia omutimi ye enyoma destroy or mine say because Jamonka Mamma NDA Fasem. Na Professor Mills this na Professor Mills and so on one etete Yohani Suboni John Mahama on tuni you minya dansidini entino sa behavior no it brings about impunity
obi because night club at this age no talking.
I rest my case.
Thank you, sir. MTN for say 10 cedis. 10 Ghana cedis. Sir, open MTN cheap no. 10 Ghana cedis. Then you are good to go. Ko baby me fan kutwa. Ni nyina na say nante ko MTN office biara wonim. Na kwajo de. Ena no me share father Abraham e okofurudua. Na oba be sayare. Cancer yadie, stroke yadie, diabetes, typhoid, fibroid, sexual weakness, kidney yadie, ene atiesim kodem, mrantie maba, etre yadie, misro ninyina, arthritis, yemfanko eja Father Abraham, Herbal and Spiritual Hospital. ɔboa ɛsa yare no sunsun fam so na ɔboa ɔwɔ ɔfanko barrier asɔfa ɛyɛ Star Oil filling station hɔ obetumi afrɛ no 0244 371 697 onsa ebetumi aka Eja Abraham police ni aduro ai asiaponti imboost heba mesha esa boost immune system right netimi gina na so pintin bills microcredit say upebosia aye adwuma bra woya adwuma ndada na adwuma na ekofom ohun wa bie shop bibi sara bra obeso so de ohia ne Ghana card enya afi na ekofa collateral and den bia also from 05969208833 Mayor Auto Parts and Diagnosis Services oka and spare parts here bia yemfe nche Mayor Auto Parts na de den say oka agozo kra agozo and I say opese uye ni yie opese uye ni yie pa me pa cho Mayor Auto Parts na odwani ache omo Ablekuma New Town from 0244 45 1776 unsabeka womo George Reality semen kan kire say ene open once man akwaji asase me ekobrowo em yankobo George Reality say bray asase 70 by 100 plot no yo koyo to say the SS wo che wo mo 25,000 Ghana cedis utua 30% the aka no ma abosumi nsia na watua ne kakra memen da bia no pa no so o de ka esi wo no afa wakọ eye emiami ahodo eye awo pass asene bi no makọ chechiro na nkoye se bia libilibi ni labalaba frɛ omo ewo 05 33 55 32 66 me bosso 05 33 55 32 66 Wamo ewo committee 22 Afrewa Junction tema off the Michelle Camp Road ho na be hu womo Give us Herbal Center semen kan cho say what the year give us P capsules, give us cool capsules, give us Herbal Mesha and give us GC Mesha and the capsules aba amount for Fakoni Pino a dim fear Dr. Magashi Aba and Spiritual Center da almost pa and hepatitis B enkum nipa bio Esan eye Dr. Amegashi Herbal and Spiritual Center nti yemfi ane enkyere hoyi wo court issue eya judge no o jeje obra srawanim wo jiro so feels ora judge dwane the was it
Kids, no running. They grow up so fast.
Come here, guys. Who wants to watch their favorite show on GoTV?
Your family's favorite moments are made better with GoTV.